in mind, things
So if
like
he
that.
makes it past the 66, then
When is the graduation?
Tuesday.
So you got Friday and hopefully Friday.
And this is high school?
Yeah.
Hopefully we celebrate more than my birthday on Saturday.
Yeah. But it's like,
Hopefully
think
we
about the high
celebrate
school, if
more
you
than my
wanted to on the
birthday on
side, like,
Saturday.
Shit.
if you don't really like him, if you gave him 4 points, he's out of your life.
That's it.
Forever. Forever.
Nah.
But it's like, I remember my freshman year, there was dudes that I knew that were like 2 years older than me in my gym class. And that's the only reason why they was in school, was for gym, because they ain't passed gym all 4 years.
You know what kind of asshole
That's
you gotta be
crazy.
to not pass gym though?
Nah, that's,
I hear you, but
Yeah.
for gym,
Bro, like that's a clear indication that you can't follow fucking rules, bro. Get changed.
You don't give a fuck.
That's
It's the niggas that want to be too fly.
Blue
You know what I'm
shorts,
saying?
you're
blue
fighting
shorts,
this-
white
that
t-shirt.
shit was bullshit though. I hated that I had to wear plain navy blue shorts. Like, why can't I just wear shorts? What's
I didn't have to wear plain.
all right? Well,
don't
whatever.
don't even matter, bro.
King.
Like,
It does.
you don't even have gym every day.
Yes, you did.
They're not really even asking you
I
to
didn't have
do
gym
anything.
every day. I wish I did.
I didn't have gym every day.
I don't remember.
I don't think I had it every day.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. I was heated. I had gym my freshman year, first period. Like, freshman year is your statement year.
Yeah.
You got gym first period.
That's it. Your statement is I stink.
I ain't gonna lie, I did the old funky young boy
Yep.
with deodorant.
I promise you, I went in and changed into some snake shit. I never took out my bag because I was not going to be caught without my uniform.
Oh no,
Like,
people kept their gym clothes in the locker.
Yeah,
Never took it
I'm not-
home, changed.
not taking out for this.
One of them was sharing shorts. Like, yo, bro.
But again, though, why are you not playing a sport? Because if you're playing a sport, you can argue that I am doing gym.
Right.
I play basketball, I'm doing gym. I play football, I'm doing gym. Like, I don't need a push-up.
You're that cool.
Yeah.
I can see, like, you saw a lot of girls who was just rebellious against it. I'm not getting dressed. I'm not doing this. Until they found out you ain't graduating.
When have you seen a girl fail for gym? Have you seen that?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
I haven't seen that.
Sure.
Yes.
Too cute.
I've always seen it threatened, but I never.
Yeah,
really
I've always seen the threat, but I've never seen it
Not
happen.
that's fail, but they was close, like borderline, because it was just like,
That's bullshit. I'm still on there. That's bullshit.
That is
You
bullshit.
can't-
I don't know
You're
why.
not gonna
It's gym.
fail. You're not gonna fail me for gym. That's not
No,
going to
you
do
failed
anything.
gym.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's also the most obese country in the world.
okay.
That has
Yeah, but they're not putting any emphasis on as to why you need gym. They're just saying do gym.
It's not even gym.
They're not saying, hey,
It's
we're gonna in
physical
gym,
education.
but they're not providing you any physical education because I haven't heard about vitamin D in fucking gym.
No, you just run, play volleyball,
Yeah, just climb
kickball,
this
shut the
rope.
fuck
And, yeah, exactly.
That's how I felt about European history.
No, you actually get more physical like education in middle school and elementary school than you do in high school.
Is that right?
Well, I at least did. Like,
Okay,
there was
the
health
recess and
class. There was
stuff.
there was a health class that was attached to the PE.
Yep.
Yeah, and I just think that you shouldn't fail gym. Like, it's just
I'm
an
with you.
indicator that you can follow rules. That's all it really is.
That you're compliant?
That you're compliant.
That we want to teach
that
the
makes
generation?
sense. That's what it makes.
Nah, but then,
Want to teach the generation to be
but then
compliant?
you
Obedient?
can say compliance. You can
Do
also
as I
say
do.
a discipline,
Conform.
where you know that this is the schedule, and on these days.
So wait a
I
minute.
have
So
to
wait a
be-
minute.
Yo,
So I
Mitch-
can pass all of my other classes straight A's, but I don't want to do gym, and you're going to say that it's okay for me to fail gym because I don't
Fail a grade.
fail a grade because I don't want to.
Who failed the grade though?
I would say that. I'd say you failed.
You, right?
That's not my point. Is it's not important. That's my point.
You don't get an option in
the
the
thing
next
is,
level.
It's 4 years required.
It's fucking
All 4
ridiculous.
years.
That's like all right.
No,
So
other than English and gyms, only classes 4 years you need.
Is that right?
yeah,
Yeah.
English
Gym is
English.
required?
I had math all 4
to
years.
graduate public high school.
It is?
Yes.
There's a certain amount of credits. That
I
you
don't think it should be
definitely have to have.
required, but
Oh, shit. It's as required as English?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
But
here.
it'd be different if they're teaching physical education, right? Vitamins, how to stay healthy, right? The health class and sexual education and all that. They don't do that.
Yo, where is it acceptable in the next levels? Where like you don't start your own business, you work for a company, and they say you have to wear blue pants and a white shirt every day. Nah, I'm good.
That's not what we're talking about, though, right? Because there are schools Like there are jobs where you have to wear uniforms, but there are schools that you have to wear uniform. I think what we're talking about is if a job is like, in order for you to get promoted, you need to run steps.
Yeah.
And you're like, which is fine because that's the requirement to get promoted, right?
get promoted.
What if you're like, I like being overweight?
So what I
There
saw
should be a role for that, right?
What I saw in gym, it wasn't about.
Isn't that discrimination?
It
if
really
you
wasn't
fire
about the
that dude for-
activity. Like they didn't grade people on like because I knew we had
Like, if you didn't fully
we had the
participate-
proficiency test as far as the push-ups, the sit-ups, the pull-ups, and this, that, and the third. But you can get any grade you wanted on that. But as long as you tried and
long
you
as
were
you
dressed, then you passed.
didn't have that the
but
whole high
you
school.
had to be dressed
I don't remember.
for it. If you weren't dressed,
Middle school,
you couldn't even do
you had to
that
sit
part
and
of it.
reach and
That's the only way to fail too, right?
It's the only way to
It's
fail.
not get dressed.
Not get dressed.
Not
yeah.
get dressed.
dressed.
So-
Or not a 10.
They can also hit you for not participating if they really want to be.
I think these are different times though, where it was like before we didn't have all of those like I need a rescue dog with me. I have asthma. I got PTS. This that you can get a note for anything.
Yeah.
All of that.
But
Peanut allergy.
you can't get a note for why you ain't get dressed.
Right.
Right.
Unless
all you had to do is get dressed.
unless you're injured, right? Whatever. But like peanut allergy probably get you out of gym. Like nobody eating peanuts in here.
I didn't know you needed gym to graduate.
Like you're talking about
Gym
requirements,
is definitely
right?
4 years.
To
English
pass-
is 4 years.
To pass high school.
History was 4 years.
Like
I don't know if it was.
I think history's 2 years.
nah.
Yeah,
well,
history was-
for me, I had just a
it's
history.
either
my
2
whole,
or 3, but it's not 4. I know it's not 4.
I only had 4 classes my senior year.
Me too.
It was gym,
I never made it there, so
English, history,
'Cause you failed
and
gym?
virtual enterprise. So I'm out. No, I'm out.
They didn't get dressed.
I
It was
ain't doing
crazy,
this.
right? You talk about those requirements for work. Like you have to pass a physical test to be a firefighter
Yep.
and law enforcement, but never take that physical test ever again during your career.
Don't forget the drug test.
Right.
Yo, can you conform with this drug test?
All
you gotta
of
pass
that
it one
in
time.
the beginning, but never take it again.
Right.
Never again. Get fat. Fuck it. We'll give you a
So why
desk
do I
job.
need to pass now and never pass again, but gain like see people gain weight?
Yeah. What are we preparing these kids for?
Conformity.
So I brought this up in the training, right?
Discipline,
'Cause
conformity.
we was talking downstairs. You're like, they say schools preparing you, right? Education can prepare you for the real world, as if you don't live in the real world while you're going to school.
I think, what was his name? Jaden Smith? He said the school, the way it's set up right now, is preparing you for prison.
That's a fact.
Right, public schools, like a lot of the public schools.
Bell rings, you move from this cell to the
Right.
next cell.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
If you go to, if you
That
go-
doesn't happen anywhere else. Like that used to happen.
no, but if you go to a
in
private school,
factories.
the bell sounds. That's what they're saying. They're either prison or preparing you for factories.
That's where
You
the
go to
bells
like
come
a
from.
nice school, nice public private school or in the suburbs. The bell sounds totally different. It's like a boom.
Please leave.
It's like this long bell, right?
Next class.
Next class if you want. You know?
16 grand a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Episode what?
Episode 145, Grown Pain Podcast.
145.
We got Ceez in the building.
Shout out to Ceez.
Season of building, boy.
Yeah, we always talk outlandish shit at the beginning of our podcast.
Promise
Man,
you.
I'm with it.
Hey, yo, that third eye's open over there, bro. That's a fact. That's a
Always.
fact. Welcome, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's all our pleasure.
Absolutely, man.
So tell us, what you want to go in this? I was just going to ask who sees.
Now, I mean, Ceez is just a regular, everyday, citizen from Providence, Rhode Island, man.
I love that
said,
legitimacy.
I'm ready to go.
I'm
Citizen.
an everyday guy.
That's what it
man.
goes. Like, why are you trying to rewrite your why are you trying to rewrite it? Your
Rewrite
verse.
my
yeah, why are we trying to rewrite
yeah.
that? What's
Oh,
going
the
on with
verse?
that? Yeah,
Oh,
the
you
verse.
jumping? You going?
Damn,
we gotta go there. We gotta go there.
Nobody
Nigga
knows
rap
who he
yet.
is.
We gotta go. I didn't even know.
We got to build them up first. Let's build them up real quick. Al ready to fail you on second one.
I'm ready for
Now
it.
listen, I love having rappers on here because I like to like pick brains. I've never been a writer, so to have rappers on is like I always want to go like through the process of all like the writing process and all that shit. So I just we'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll
I want
get
to know
there.
how you got to Ceez.
How we get to
Unless you
Ceez,
want
Al?
to tell us your government, but you don't have to.
My name's Caesar, so
Okay.
yeah. So,
There we go.
Caesar.
Yeah, Ceez. I've been called Ceez since I was young, so it just stuck with me.
Where you from? Where you from? Providence.
I grew up in the Ville.
Okay.
But then I moved around. I lived in Manhattan. I lived in.
Hold on, what's the bill? Is that Westminster?
Yep.
Yeah.
Training
yeah.
them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ev. All of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That eggs and breakfast, that eggs for $1.99.
yeah, that shit is
right?
closed now.
right.
It's closed now.
100%.
That fed a lot of families.
That fed a lot of us.
Royal lunch.
Royal lunch.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. That fed a lot of us, dog.
Damn. Man, that's closed, bro.
Yeah, I grew up in the Ville,
Came
but
with hash browns, too.
I've been all over. Like, I guess my teen years, I lived in the South Side, so that was like, my parents bought a house there, and that's where I kind of really grew up. But like my younger years, I lived in the Ville. And yeah, I've been all around Prov though,
Yo, what again is the South Side? Is that like Clown Town, or is that like Potters and Cranston?
Clown Town can be, if you look at the district map, it's considered West End because of its location. If you're from here, we consider it South Side.
The
it's
hospital,
just like a park.
right? Isn't
That's
it
like
about-
upper south
but
or
it is
something.
farther from the hospital. If you look at the district maps, like at one point they were saying like Lockwood was West End and Clowney was West End.
I thought West End was like Webster and Picasso.
No, that is. For us that live here, like we like West End is
Clown Town
Buckland.
got its own pocket. Like it's
Clowney's
like
Clowney, right?
word.
Like nobody even says like anybody that's even from Clowney be like they're from the South, they're from Clowney. Same thing with Lockwood. Nah, I'm from Lockwood.
Yeah.
South Side, if you like people that claim South Side is probably Thurbers, not Thurbers, Public Street.
Public Street and
Public Street all the way to the bridge in Washington Park. So now there was, for me,
This is the Boys and Girls Club, right?
right, Southside Boys and Girls Club. But it was like, I always said to dudes that lived in Washington Park, like, nah, you ain't from the South, you from Washington Park, bro. Like, if you live over the bridge, you
I hear
WP,
that.
whatever
Nah, I
you call
hear that,
yourself.
yeah.
They had a crew over there, Flush Hill. They was calling themselves Flush Hill and all that over there.
Yep.
Nah, fuck you, bro. We from the South, too. All right, cool, whatever. But
Yeah,
from across
you
the
like
bridge.
Edgewood, like
Yeah. And then, like, the North End is like Chad Brown. Right here, North End.
Right.
But like when you think about hoods, like people only build is Manton, Hartford, right? Those are those areas. But and then the East Side is the East Side, Mount Hope.
Who are my South Side families out there? The Corey Browns,
Yep.
the Katrina Towns.
Yep.
Damn,
Yeah,
Yeah. 1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I be
Katrina
outside.
Towns.
I ain't from out here, but I be outside.
Katrina Towns,
Oh,
huh?
that's my sis.
Okay.
That's big sis right there. Make the best fried chicken I ever had in Rhode
Oh
Island.
no, a lot of the towns, one of the younger towns, I think it's Damon, cooks wings now. Fire.
All right,
Yeah.
tell us more. South Side. So we started there, high school. So you went to
I went to classical.
classical. What the,
Yeah.
Is that the purple?
Oh, you
That's
passed
the
the
purple.
test. Passed the test.
I passed the test.
Oh, you smart,
I
smart.
passed the test. I mean,
That nigga got
I
changed for
almost
Jim.
didn't make it out. I almost didn't make it out.
He got changed for Jim, though.
Nah, I hate it would be like, I passed the test too. I just didn't want to go there. Yeah,
Yeah,
people that
yeah.
failed the test said that. Nah, I passed.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to go
Is
there.
that bus
nah.
17?
That's
You can take 11.
Which one is that?
You
You can take 11.
You can take 11.
If I was coming from Union,
From Union, I think
18.
probably 18 or
18, yeah. Remember the
20
days I ain't have a
some.
car. I had to ride the fucking bus with all of you wild ass Southside classical Central kids.
They ain't giving up a
I mean, the classical
Yeah,
kids probably
yeah,
weren't the wild
boy.
ones, man.
Central kids were out of control.
Yeah, the
There was some
Central-
classical kids.
Yeah, I mean,
Some.
There was some
The
classical
ones
kids
that,
that got down.
the ones that crossed over.
yeah.
The ones that crossed over and hung with Central kids.
Right.
The
ones
Nino,
that didn't,
the Nino Browns.
They was like, you could tell, like I could tell a classical student, for some reason, it wasn't even about a uniform. It was just like, mostly the girls.
I used to do
Like, you go to classical, huh?
I used to do a school run for RIPTA, and it was down going down Thayer Street. Whole bunch of white kids.
Yeah, classical had
Correct.
had a lot of the white kids from the east side, like
Right.
Yep. Yeah. There was a lot of them going down there.
a lot of Jewish kids, a lot of I guess like better off families, you know what I'm saying, that still wanted to
Yeah, all the kids I
public
went
Not
to.
pay for Wheeler.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Or not pay for LaSalle.
All the kids I went to Nathan Bishop, most of the Jewish community, they all went to either, if they had it, right, they went to Moses Brown. I mean, they had it, but
Yeah.
if classical was an option, if you passed that test, that's
Oh, you
where
in
you're
there?
going.
Yeah, we gonna say
yeah,
this.
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
right?
That's what
Some
you're going.
people don't have to pass the test though.
I mean, if you have letter,
Yeah, I mean, they play a demographic game for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta feel, you know what I'm saying? They
Right.
gotta feel a certain look,
Imagine
you know what
all
I'm
the
saying?
black
Like, yeah.
people pass the test. They're going to be like,
Why, I've never asked this question. Why is classical like prestige? Like, why do you have to take a test to get in there when it's right next to Central?
Because they're one of the few public high schools. One, you have to take a test, and two, they do AP courses.
And they also limit the seating.
That's facts.
It's exclusive.
They used to label themselves as a college preparatory school, so it wasn't just a high school. It's like the goal of going here is to get you landed in a college. You know what I'm saying? And
that's right.
With a scholarship.
I think
the goal.
testing was high. I think sports was high. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You could actually play for classical if you went to, what's it called, times 2? Because they didn't have no sport teams.
That might be
but that was
not anymore.
It
now
might
it's
be a
like
new thing or old thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on your district. So if you
Right.
went to times 2 and you lived on the south side, you could play for one of those schools.
Right, but that was another school you had to test to get into, right?
Times 2, I don't think anymore. Maybe in the beginning.
Yeah, I think in the beginning you had to test in that. Yeah.
Classical got one of my top 5 diners in Providence. Classical Diner is
yeah.
my
Right around the corner.
shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Classic
Like,
Cafe.
I ain't never made a bad omelet or biscuits and gravy in my life there.
So
That place also fed a lot of people.
Yeah, but the price was a little
The
different
price was-
from the
yeah,
Royal.
But they still cooking though.
Yeah, they still cooking.
The
No, they
classical
still
students wasn't taking that extra walk.
Yeah, they still.
So is this where you started writing your rhymes? Is this where?
Yeah, I was rapping in high school for sure, but I wasn't. I mean, I would kind of like remix songs. You know what I'm saying? So say I heard a dope beat or something, I would like do my own little spin on it. I would never try to call myself a rapper, but I would always write.
Did you 50?
Yeah,
What-
yeah,
that's
pretty
exactly what
much.
I thought
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Was you the guy at classical? Was you?
I was one of the guys, you know what I'm saying? But I was super versatile in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like I could fit in any pocket. I did graffiti, like
As you're supposed
that was
to.
my thing, you know what I'm saying? Doing graffiti. I still do graffiti to this day, you know what I'm saying? So I was with the cool kids, but I could also sit at any table, you know what I'm saying? Like I never considered myself a cool kid.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know what's fucking me up about you, and I heard it in the verse that we'll get into as far as the music, is that you don't sound like a Rhode Islander to me.
I've heard that.
Like even when you talk, you got a sh in your voice. It's almost New Yorkish. You know what I mean? Shine,
yeah,
you
alright,
feel me?
so-
Shine, fifth. Like that's true.
That's
In your
more to the
voice.
story.
My pop side of my family is from the Bronx, so
Oh, there we are. We back to it. What part? Soundview.
like Sedgwick, like East Fordham, 183rd. Yeah, Loring Place is like, you know what I'm saying? That's my grandma's block.
See what I'm saying?
so-
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm about to start saying, son, what's up?
I'm from New York, so when I'm
Nah,
listening to
B.
you, I'm like, this nigga sound like more Pop Smoke than Ocean State to me.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So
That was a good catch. I never caught that.
My pop side lived in the Bronx, so I was always back and forth. Like, obviously, like my parents aren't together, so summers I would spend in New York, and then like my full life I would live out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Up until I was like 16, and then I stopped going out there unless it was, me linking up with one of my cousins or something like that. Like I just, me and my pops got kind of like a strange relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, as I grew up, I kind of like started being more resentful.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So.
fuck his father all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fuck the nigga, but it's like, like,
No, Alex is
For me, it was.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it was for a little while.
Yo, Alex is my cousin. I still have his father.
Hey, that's crazy. You know
But
what I'm
his
saying? But
mom's
it be
cool.
like that.
Ceez, keep
Yeah.
It's all cool. So you know all about the piraguas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, $1.50 slice. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm glad
So
I
how
picked
did
that
it
up.
start with you? Like, what was your inspiration? I mean, it sounds like just from the little that you said, it sounds like you said it. You're versatile, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have an eye for versatility. You graffiti. You did graffiti. You're from two places. You know what I'm saying? I kind of know what that's like. You're all tatted up, so there's some sort of creativity in you. You know what I'm saying? You can see that there's like where does it start? Where you're like,
Where with the rhyming?
yeah, where you start noticing. I don't know if did it start with
Creativity, right?
Yeah,
It's
did
not-
it start with rhyming? Did it start with poetry? Like, how does it
Drawing.
start? Yeah.
I was always good at writing. So like I could write stories, I could write poems or whatever. But I started listening, like when I really got into hip hop, like I used to just download mixtapes, like before anybody would have them. Like I was always a nigga with the music before anybody heard it. Like, oh yeah, you
Traveling down
yeah,
south.
yeah,
You know
like,
that 95.
You play something. I'm like, oh, I heard that, a few months ago off the mixtape. 'Cause I had like like when Napster was popping and like the I think it was something like
LimeWire or
ERC. It's like you would Merc. It's some shit called Merc. So you would tap into it's like a I don't know, like a obviously it was pirated. It was pirated, but they had like mixtapes that you could literally like download the whole mixtape with the instrumentals and all that shit. Like, So when I got hip to that, like I just had an abundance of instrumentals. Just because this is like 2003 maybe or something. 2000,
sound about right.
Yeah,
they shut that shit down around 2007.
LimeWire might have, or Kazaa or something like that was
Kazam,
out. At the,
right?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's right.
So I had an abundance of instrumentals left over because they would pack them in with the tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever song it was, they would bring the instrumental as well. Like say I downloaded a single or whatever. So I started just messing around with the songs that I really liked. Just trying to write my rendition of it, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, to me, I was just feeling myself like, yo, I could, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm glad you brought that up because I want to ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
So I play golf.
All right.
I'm not good at golf, but I remember the time I swung the club and blasted that shit through the roof. I'm like, oh shit, that got wood jaw, right?
I'm a pro, yeah.
Do you remember the bar where you were like, oh, this nigga's nice?
I don't really remember the bar, but I remember I think it was I think MySpace was popping at the time or some shit like that.
Oh, you was building that up. Building that up.
So damn, it was like a Justin Timberlake and Timberland beat.
Was that the song that was on your page? Like, if you go to your page, that's the song
I remixed it, and I put my he must have had like
which one was it?
Damn.
Love Stone.
No, it was like.
It's not Senorita because that's Pharrell.
Oh, okay.
So in the last break of the beat, he left just enough for me to put a little. I don't know. It might have been like a 12. It definitely wasn't a full 16. But I put that on my MySpace, and then I just started getting like, yo, is that you want to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, I might be good at this. You know what I'm saying? And even though if I heard it now, I'd probably be like, yo, that shit was trash. You know what I'm saying? But
being an artist is tough.
Yeah. I guess like the reception that I got from it kind of led me into like, yo, maybe I'm not too bad with this, but I deal with that like all the time with the music, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're your worst critic.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I probably have more songs that I haven't released than I have released, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely do, you know what I'm saying, as a matter of fact.
Is that a combination, like your style or everything that you got from, is it a combination from being from here and going to New York?
Yeah, I could say that. It's more about me figuring out who I'm rapping for. You feel me? Like my demographic, my target audience. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody could just rap if they just want to rap about nothing or rap.
You want to be an artist.
Yeah. I mean,
but when I hear you, it's just like when I first heard you, I was like, he ain't from Reem. Like he ain't from around here. Like I was like, yo, he's not from Providence in my head. And Cam was like, nah, see, he's from. I said, oh, you don't sound like it. Like your sound don't even sound like it.
Yeah,
does that not count as one of the greatest insecurities when you're tailoring bars for your listeners versus rapping what you want to rap?
See, I was going to ask that because it's like,
you know what I mean? It's like,
shouldn't you
how do you build a balance?
I still rap what I want to rap. You know what I'm saying? But I had to figure out who I was rapping for. You feel me? It's not like, I don't know. It makes me change the things that I rap about. It's just more targeted, like towards a specific audience. When I said something about I do it for the people that were ruined by design. You know what I'm saying? Like this is I'm rapping for people like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make I can make those songs that, you know what I'm saying, that can reach, I don't know, like the pop or whatever, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I feel like artists that do that, and I've been through that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it's a lot of the reason that I'm not really taking rap as serious as I once was, is because, you know, they'll make you into something that you don't want to be. They'll you know what I'm saying? They'll make you into putting out music that's not necessarily representative of who you are, and or, you know what I'm saying, it'll go against your longevity, you know what I'm saying?
So it's not necessarily that you were rapping, you were trying to figure out to cater.
Yeah.
You were rapping for yourself. You were making people identify with who you are, right?
Yeah,
because if
absolutely.
you're saying I'm doing this for those who are ruined by design, then that's like looking in the mirror, right? That's like looking in the mirror and being like, I'm doing this for those who can relate.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I know what I've been through, and I know that a lot of people been through it.
Okay.
How can I say this in a way that is going to bring that type of audience to my
absolutely?
So it's not like when Jay said, truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense.
Yes, bro. I was literally thinking about that line in the shower. But I made $5 million. I ain't been
rhyming like common sense.
Right.
Talib says, truthfully,
he does it the other way.
Yeah.
And Hope said it on the last album. I forget what he says.
Right.
But he said it on the last album.
But that's real.
Which is poetry. Either way you say it. Either way you hear it, it's poetry. Yeah.
But I think that's one of the most disappointing things I hear about you not taking rap seriously right now, is because I think that this is the most open space to be who you want to be and rap how you want to rap. And because you're so accessible as far as like anything you drop, the people that connect are there to connect. Whereas before it was like, yo, you gotta have this CD, you
gotta have a label,
you gotta have this, you gotta have that, this, that, and the third. But like, I take a Soulja Boy. Like, I don't know who he's rapping for, to be honest with you. I don't beef with the nigga
he's
at
rapping
all.
for the money.
But it felt, when he began, he was just rapping to be Soulja Boy. But because it was a worldwide internet, people were drawn to it. So I feel like this might be the most accessible creative space that I've heard in rap in probably 10, 15 years.
I do hear that, but I feel like I have to redefine my idea of success in rapping. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't done that. Like for me, like I feel like I've been doing this shit for so long that if I don't get the kind of recognition that I feel like I need or I deserve, like it's hard for me to just.
Yo, did you hear the John Hope interview?
Because he said the same shit.
Because he said it and he was like, yo, people forget that like you can be an upper middle class rapper.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, still be successful, still be, I guess, financially wealthy and well off, and never ever reach that level of accolade, like public wise. But at the same time, with the people that you connect to, the audience you want to connect to, there's wealth in that.
And I look at guys like Chachi, right? Like
Chach.
I try to get guys like Chachi, Hope for years, Chachi for years, even Cam, like, talk your shit. Like, you've been doing this for so long, but because, and I'm not saying any of them think like that, but public perception is, I don't listen to those guys because they not on the TV screen all the time.
That's the shit you can't chase no more.
No, you can't chase it no more, right? And it's like, but Chachi traveled the world. Like,
what do you say, 27 times to Africa? 17 times to Africa?
He traveled the world. Like, there's
PBD Fest.
There's artists right now that ain't traveled, like ain't been that far. Right?
That's true.
And can do music in 2 languages.
That's true.
Bill Stu.
Are you saying that because Chachi and John Hope are not just rappers?
True, they have other brands.
Like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Not just they have like a motherfucker they do, right? Like so is that what you're saying? Like you're trying to follow what it means to be this middle class successful rapper while exploring other opportunities?
He ain't humbling himself.
Look,
Nah,
to be honest,
I ain't humbling myself. I want $1 billion, so respect me. I'm the greatest rapper ever. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Just understand.
I like it.
My shit is that fire.
Before you came in, it was like Styles said, like, on any song that I get on with anybody, I'm the best.
Right, what you should. Right.
I'm the best.
Right.
Huh?
I've always agreed with that mentality from a rapper's perspective.
You have to be.
It's always been a competitive sport.
You gotta push yourself.
You're not shooting. I mean, I'm not knocking anybody that says, I don't know, shooting for the middle ground or just like, you know what I'm saying, trying to just land
shooting
somewhere.
For the stars, but if I land on a cloud,
that's not what we set out to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep it. You got to keep it 100. That's not what we set out to do.
Right.
You're making this music to make an impact. You're trying to make something. I don't know, if you listen to music and you hear who's in a position to, you know what I'm saying, like that's changing the culture, I feel like whatever I do is comparable to that. So the status and the accolades that they got, I feel like I deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you should feel that same way too. If you take, you know what I'm saying, if you take your craft that serious, like, and I'm sure Hope feels the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said earlier, you have to redefine your level of success. Like, just because you're not accepted by the people that you want to. That doesn't mean that you didn't make it.
The masses.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get that mind state too. But at the same time, like for me, it's just
some of the greatest basketball players in the world play in Europe. They play in China.
Where they're
They
appreciated.
never get to the NBA All-Star game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're still shooting for a star.
Like Steph has a statue in China.
Stephon Marbury.
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's like, but I feel you. Don't. We're not trying to convince you about any kind of humbling at all. Like, continue to shoot way beyond the stars and all this and that third. I just want you to keep rapping because it only took that verse for me. I was like, God,
stay tuned.
Nah,
That's
super
so
dope.
yawning.
Super dope.
Nah, I appreciate it.
Yo,
and
can we play that verse?
Yeah, why not?
Is that possible?
I need Wi-Fi.
Yo,
Actually,
we'll keep talking, but can we give him the Wi-Fi so that we can play the verse? And I want to put the rest of the world that listens to us right now
password's long.
onto your shit, bro. Because when I heard it, I was like,
When you try to-
oh
You
shit,
can actually plug in right
John Hope album
So,
keeps
it's Bluetooth.
going up.
All right, now we could talk about how.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
Hold on,
How did that even link? Like,
how I switched up. I wanted to switch up the verse.
wait, just
Really
talk to
bad.
me how you even link with John Hope though.
Alright,
Like how
John-
you find him?
I mean, it's
how you find
it's a
you?
small scene out here. So I started putting out content in like 2009. 2009 is when like all the blog era with rappers and shit. Like you know what I'm saying, there was like Kevin Nottingham and Two Dope Boys, like those kind of blog sites or whatever. So my first official mixtape came out in 2009, and I landed on DJ Booth. And at the same time, John Hope was like, I think he put out a project called like Work in Progress, like somewhere around that same time. I wouldn't say it's the same year, but like in that same time. You
That
know
was
what I'm
that
saying?
Kanye influence album.
Absolutely.
Yep,
I
yep.
mean,
I don't beef with it. I'm not comparing them, but it was like when I heard it, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's hard.
I love Yeezy, by
It's
the
hard
way.
to put out music in that time frame that wasn't influenced by Kanye. You know what I'm
100%,
saying? Like,
100%.
like
That was
Kanye
a crazy time.
It was a transition. He was like the Steph of fucking basketball. Like
He was the one that
He was
made
the
it so
first
that you
Drake.
didn't have to be a gangster rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. Like, you could just rap about normal shit. Like, rap about being fly, rap about...
backpack rappers.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
808s and Heartbeats. To me, that's Kanye.
Yo.
Aside from Dark, Beautiful Fantasy.
Yeah, nah, that...
Yo,
808s...
yo, we're still
808s
sleeping on the
is
life of
crazy to
Pablo.
me.
Life of Pablo is crazy fire to me. Crazy fire.
I'm not gonna say it's a bad album. I don't know. Like with Kanye albums, I don't even put that in the.
Yeah, I don't fuck with a lot of them.
Late registration is my shit.
That shit.
Graduation.
Graduation, but I like late
Graduate. Yeah,
registration.
everything he was doing, like
Right.
from Dropout to
Dark, Beautiful Fantasy.
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Well, that's
like,
the
it's
classic
just-
of all classics.
And then it
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah.
Well, then it kind
It
of.
doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
bro.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I
stop.
hate it.
It
Yeah, I hate
doesn't
it.
stop.
It doesn't stop.
Is Doc Twisted with the one him and Rick Ross?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's the one.
That's my favorite track.
That is
That's
the
the
one.
Lady in the blue dress.
Yeah,
Devil
Devil
in the
in the
Blue
Blue
Dress.
Dress. That's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Rick Ross walked on that.
Yo,
He did.
nah, he's a great feature for anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
The beat just changes
Yeah,
when he comes
whenever you're
around.
Yo, we can play it?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Oh, yeah, let's play this. Oh,
Oh, 100%.
turn this up. Rhode Island South Side, please be proud. Right now, Ceez with us. Change that?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wanted to change
I
that?
just thought it was too laid back. I wasn't.
Too laid back.
Okay, all right.
So when Hope sent me the track with just Israel on the hook, I didn't know. I mean, at first the beat didn't really captivate me like that. But I'm like, all right.
See, this is what I want to get into.
You're
'Cause This is the
adaptable.
part that I'm loving.
He's
Yeah.
adaptable.
Is you listening to this beat and picking out what you're going to talk about. Because if you just said that.
No, you heard the hook. You heard the hook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
had the hook though.
Okay,
Yeah, I had the
alright,
hook. And then he, I think the text message said something like, "Yo, just talk that talk." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I know what Hope comes to me for. You know what I'm saying? I know the kind of content that, you know what I'm saying, that I guess I bring to a track. You know what I'm saying? So I just, I don't know. I just went off, and he wanted it to be melodic. That's one of the words that he said in the text. He said, just do some melodic shit, but talk that talk. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, I bet.
What does that mean to be melodic? Because I'm trying
I
to
think
understand.
it's just to make it more sing-songy, so it could sit in the pocket where it's memorable.
You
You,
didn't
know what I'm
push
saying?
it.
Like, yeah.
You
Well, you're
wasn't-
not just. I'm not trying to be like
Like you
bad to
said,
go.
not-
You know what I'm saying?
not
Like,
My God.
yeah.
Relax.
But also
You
not
gotta
bar
relax.
heavy.
yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I think there still was in there. Like the
absolutely.
bars,
Yeah, you
bars
gotta
was in
weave.
there.
You know, you gotta do your
Yeah.
whole shit. Just weave it
It
in
is
where
what-
it's like, entendres, or you know what I'm saying, like something that feels I guess effortless. You know what I'm saying, like so. Yeah.
It is
everybody
organic, but it is repeatable.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I've been in studios, right, and not everybody can hit that beat like that, right?
Yeah.
Like there's some people that just they can't tone it down, right? They can't be melodic,
Promise
right?
you.
They'll be yelling on that beat too fast, right? Because that beat is very like boom,
Yeah.
boom, right? And it's just like some people just wouldn't be able to even I can't, that ain't for me, and that probably ain't for them because they can't rap on it, right? Because of their style.
I feel that wholeheartedly.
Right.
I feel like if you study your craft, you got to listen to all types of music, and you got to be able to adapt. I don't know, that shit like.
I want an exclusive question.
Go ahead.
How long it take? Like how many times? And I'm not even talking about how long it took as far as time wise. How many times did you have to play the beat back?
I played it a few times, but what I do when I hear a beat, if nothing comes to me, I just drive around to it.
That's
okay.
my nigga.
Yeah.
Come on, pound that.
If I
see
hear
it.
it, you know what I'm saying? Like I first played it
Boy.
off my phone. He sent it in the text message, so
It doesn't hit right.
I'm like, I'm hearing the hook. I'm like, my first thought is I don't really like this beat. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to Watts about it. And
Yo, you almost fucked this whole thing up. To fucking this whole thing.
Somebody else could be on that track.
Nah, I would have delivered no matter what. It's not the beat's fault. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really like the beat, but then I'm driving around to it and I found a pocket. Like that's my hardest thing is to find my first 4 bars. But after I got the first 4 bars, and I'm just
rapper.
Yeah.
This is a rapper's rapper.
God.
And then after that melodic shit, I'm like, now I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was
Because even though your voice is deep, right? So it's like hands too dirty, you know I try. God.
See, this is what I'm saying. If you rapped it, I wouldn't like it. It's not just the bars, right? It's beyond bars. It's delivery, right?
Yeah, delivery.
This is what makes Biggie incredible. This is what makes Pac incredible.
Right.
Because the delivery of it is something that resonates when you hear it. It's like, what the fuck? I want to sound like him when I repeat it.
Right.
Like when I listen to the song,
dope, yeah.
I be like,
You see,
third eye
just
open,
tried.
I'm on my side. Class. I can't get it real. Side class.
You know, every time I rap that song, I try every time to sound like Ceez, but it don't work.
I'm on my side. Class.
So what were you trying to change about it?
All right, so the melodicness about it just made me feel like I didn't go hard enough. So and the fact that I didn't have his verse, I'm like, damn, I don't know what Hope is about to do to this. And he, you know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to overcompensate.
Yeah.
Okay.
But sometimes that ruins a song. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you're trying to outdo another nigga, it's
And
not
he might
gonna
send
make
it back to you.
Yeah.
Now it's like, do it over.
Oh, okay.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Hope shit is more melodic than yours, but your shit hits harder. If I'm being honest, right? It's like, how many times you gonna rap about a homicide? Like he's more melodic
Right.
in his voice. But
100%.
that dark shit, bro, you brought some dark shit out in that voice, that tone. I was like,
Yeah, that's just dope.
he did it.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
You
What did you see in that
fucked
car
that
ride?
up.
That's what I want to know. What
Where
happened in that
were
car?
you driving?
Yeah, where were you?
Yo, he was at Cow ordering ice cream.
He was like, you know what? I might just do it.
I was probably on a mission. I
Might
was,
have to make that call. Man.
I want to know who the youngin was.
Huh?
He's still brazy.
Oh, that's my little brother, man. So it was crazy.
See, I knew it. I knew it. I fucking
Yeah.
knew it. You were rough. And that's the best part about, that's what we were talking about earlier when you were like, I'm trying to create music that for an audience. But you did that without trying to create music for an audience. You were just bringing in real shit that you knew, real people that you knew. And either you relate or you don't. And if you don't, all right. But for the 4 niggas sitting around you right now, everybody related, bro.
I don't.
Yeah.
What is it that you see that indicates to you that maybe you don't have as big of an audience as you would like?
That's a good question.
Because right now you have 4 motherfuckers that I don't know if ever met you prior to today, aside from the King.
And a 6-year-old that loves you.
4 motherfuckers that never met you, and fuck with your shit, like heavily fuck with your shit, right? So we can't be
The only form.
And we're not a kiss assing type of podcast either. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He just said, I need 3,999,996 more, y'all.
I mean,
Then it would feel right.
But what indicates to
that
you?
or $3 million. You know what I'm saying?
aside from the bag, right? But what indicate, or is there another indication to you that maybe you don't have the followership that you would like?
In my whole rap career, I haven't been able to monetize it the way that I feel like I should have. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of it's my own fault.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
business shit.
Yeah,
That's not rap.
exactly. Because
not
I'm
rap.
too creative and not too heavy on the. And then I've seen both sides of it. And then you know what I'm saying? Like through the last, I had a single that I was pumping in like 2016, and I dumped a lot of my bread, like you know what I'm saying, almost all my savings into this. To get it on the radio, to get it going where I thought it was gonna go, and I got a lot of results from it, but it ultimately like it left me more depleted than if I would have never done this. You know what I'm saying? The situation. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the ins and outs of how the business side of it works. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of like pushed me back because like I'm detached whether. I really, you know what I'm saying? I'm fighting to get into something that it really might not be for me. You know what I'm saying? Like the business side of it really might not be for me.
Right. You gotta
performing these shows every night in a club when I don't really like the song that I'm performing right now. It's not for me, and I've had to do it. You know what I'm saying? I because it's the single, or because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, something that's just more. It's at the end of the day, I can't blame anybody but myself for I guess the business side of it, because you know what I'm saying, like had I been more savvy, I would have prepared for it. You know what I'm saying?
Have
Like,
you been doing it by
But
yourself?
that's
Have
tough.
you been doing it by yourself?
I had a team which was consisted of my older brother and like some of my homies out in New York. They were just helping me with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to promote it, and you know what I'm saying, just taking care of loose ends. You know what I'm saying, reaching out to blog sites and things like that. But yeah, financially, like you know what I'm saying, like we've been on.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Because brought up a great fear of mine as well. We dumped a lot of our savings into this, right? Didn't get the windfall we expected back. How much now new fear do we have is like, can I do this again? Where we believe I don't have to do this again to still make ends meet in a different path. So I just rather focus on this other shit versus to really dump all of my savings into it. Like, were you afraid to live in your car?
Oh yeah. Nah, that was never gonna be a thing. I would have. Yeah.
She said, I don't want that story.
We working out here, bro.
What if we needed that?
I mean, if we know anything, like the artists that really is not afraid to live in their car, they're the ones that end up blowing up.
They
you know what
well
I'm saying?
out.
Because they're really putting
That's
all of the
everything,
all of the intention into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just, I think of everything. So sometimes I think too much, and that kind of halted me from just being able to go 100 into it. So I was always, I would say, you know what I'm saying, at my peak, I was giving it 75%
Right.
of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking, you know, I got to save 25% if this shit don't work
Just
out.
in case it don't work out,
Yeah.
but that fear of failure.
The fear of
might
failure
have
is
been
probably the reason
what-
why. Yeah, no, absolutely.
I have the same problem when I go to restaurants and they got too many items on the menu.
Yeah.
I be like, fuck, I don't know what I want to eat no more. I came here knowing what I wanted to eat, but now I might pick the wrong shit and I'm gonna waste this money on it. God damn it. But at the same time, I'm telling you, bro, nah. If I had the talent that you displayed in that one verse, and I haven't heard any other music.
Yeah, I want to get into that.
I haven't heard it, so you really need to plug where the rest of the music is at. But with that talent, that ability to get into a pocket, that tone, the variations in your dialect, as far as like being from Rhode Island but being from New York, you might have to go broke for this, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's
Yeah,
not,
and I'm gonna put some
you
pressure
know,
on you. I'm gonna put some pressure on you. This nigga said, you don't got my bills though, dog.
33.
33?
Yeah.
Chill, don't tell nobody. Hey, that's Jesus
That's my
Christ.
Jesus here. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Jesus gave it up all of it up that year
That's a fact.
and saved the whole world.
That's a fact.
You 33 out the rest
According
of
to
the year.
religion.
You're gonna be 34.
I'm gonna be 34 in December, December 26th.
So you got time.
We got 6 months for sacrifice.
Yeah,
6
hey.
months of sacrifice.
4 days away from my birthday.
More than the finances, like it's just the amount of effort that I was putting in when I felt like, yo, I just got to make it rapping. Like this is the amount of effort that I was putting in. I just don't think I can match that.
Right now?
Knowing what I know now, you know what I'm saying?
But that's why you.
When I
hire.
was blind with it, when I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? When I hadn't gone through these experiences and I just thought it was all about music, and then I'm finding out certain people got writers, certain people got you know what I'm saying a machine behind them, certain people got click farms. You know what I'm saying? Like
Click farms.
We're not. I mean, it's not a fair game.
Have you right?
Definitely not.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you? And I think there's a lane for people like you though. There's that lane, right? But have you like consulted with other guys, like a John Hope, like a Chachi, who, like Hope
seen
went
it.
through that. Like
They've seen it.
He had that height where he was on
Opening up for Nas.
right, and then he was on the is it the what?
106 in Park.
No. House Sway.
Oh yeah,
Sway,
Sway.
He was on that, like
Yep,
you know what I
yep.
mean, freestyling and all that. So he had that height, and he said it was only him and is it Cleo? Not Cleo. He said it was another artist that's from here. I ain't seen him in years. I can't think of his name. But he was like, yo, it was just us two really on like a national stage.
Yeah,
And then-
probably not Flawless.
Nah, it wasn't Flawless. This is years ago.
Okay.
How much does being from Rhode Island affect your decision?
I don't think it hinders anything. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't think so either.
I don't think it hinders
I th-
anything.
I
If
think the
anything, it
Ocean
should
State
be,
has
you
it
know,
all.
if you'd allowed it someone here, you know what I'm saying? Like
Did you feel like, because a lot of artists feel like they have to own where they're from to make it somewhere else? Did you ever feel that? Was that part of some of your?
Yeah, I felt that, but honestly, when I had the whole campaign going and I was on the radio in New York and I was on the radio in Jersey and Connecticut, Rhode Island was the last ones to jump aboard, and it's because I was
Usually
doing
happens-
my thing elsewhere. You know what I'm
Usually
saying? Like,
happens that
yeah,
way.
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah.
When we gonna love each other?
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Well,
even about the love. It's
well,
just
we don't
about
we don't have us probably during that time. Us that look like us don't have access to radio like that.
yeah, no, absolutely. Like all the radios are controlled by the labels. So the labels
Yeah,
pay. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like they pay them to play certain records just to generate those.
And shout out to Ruckus because he tried to create an avenue for that.
Facts,
You know,
facts.
but powers that be.
Yeah, but back to Reem's point, like we're not in that era. Well, I mean, we kind of are, but you have social media, like you have all these other outlets where you can still do what you love to create.
Can you tell we're trying to inspire you? Because
No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
It's
I
not
hear you.
even
I hear
about
you. I
like
don't-
dropping albums or anything like that, because if you just drop verses and
LPs.
tracks on your social media
EPs.
and just create views, and then we get the views to the certain amount of number, now we got to get the advertisement, because the advertisement will come in and give us another 10 cent on there.
It's never as simple as
said
just
than
making the
done.
music.
I mean,
you
do
know?
you want to sign to
100%.
Grown Pains Media? I mean,
I feel you.
We can help.
I was just about to get into that. I was just
we
about to
can
get into that because I think we're suffering from the same thing you're suffering.
100%.
Whereas we're not businessmen. We're creatives. And in my view, I listen to this shit every week. In my view, we're the greatest podcast in probably the tri-state
100%.
area. In my view, right?
Yeah.
But
Yo,
we
the greatest
struggle
thing
when
is-
it comes to the business.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
we
it's just
are
like-
businessmen. We're not entertainers, and that's the part that we struggle with: the business of entertainment. But we are all businessmen.
Nah,
we
it's
handle
just
our
getting it. I
business,
feel like it's
but
getting
we
it
don't
in
know
the
how
right
to
hands.
handle a business. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know how to take this, and I shouldn't say we don't know. I'm just saying we may have some reluctancies because there's levels to shit, right? So you may have a
and
reluctancy
we all
to be
got
like,
other shit to do.
and we all got other shit, right? So completely understand
These niggas
Where
ain't
you-
trying to sleep in their car.
where you stand with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, before, because I feel like we're getting to this is now the end of your story, or not the end of the story, because I want to get to what you have coming up. But like, what inspired you? Let's get back to the beginning. Like, what inspired you? How did it? Because we already talked about you writing in high school, you being creative, writing stories.
I want to know
Yeah.
where the graffiti took you. Was that like?
I still do graffiti.
Was you a
I
hip
agree.
hop fan, like the elements, the pillars? of
Nah,
hip-hop?
not even.
Oh.
I used to just draw. So I used to draw my name. I used to draw like, I don't know. At the time, it was probably girls' names. Like, draw my name. You know what I'm saying? And I just got
Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I used to fuck with Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z,
You know what
sure.
I mean, like,
It's creative.
Backstory to
I
Dragon
used
Ball
to try
Z
to
is
draw
crazy.
characters, but I was never good at drawing like characters or like real like. Like artists draw like true to life things or like, you know what I'm saying? I could never do that. But letters was my shit. Like fonts and letters, like my handwriting's always been A1. Like, so graffiti kind of just came naturally. And I mean, my first couple times getting arrested was graffiti, you know what I'm saying? So, that's,
The classical student, huh?
yeah.
I just seen graffiti in the weirdest.
You're like, how the fuck you get up there?
How the hell did you do that? When did you do that?
And how'd you finish it, right? Like,
it's
you was up
crazy.
there where
I still
everybody
don't
can see
understand
it.
how you can get arrested for that, bro. Even when I drive down to 95
the
in
facing
Rhode
property.
Island, right? They have the bridges with the fucking trolls on the side, and it's who the fuck want to see a troll on the side? I'd rather see some.
But
You know what I mean?
It's the facing property.
Yeah.
But it's art.
Right.
Basquiat.
You can create a space for
Graffiti
that.
artist.
You can create a space
You know
for
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah, there's
Like-
spaces for it, but
Not enough.
the notoriety comes from doing the illegal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like an underworld. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You definitely got
He's
arrested for
not
that
supposed
shit.
to be here.
Yeah,
They put a Ceez on a blue bug. You put Ceez on a blue
Ceez
bug.
is not supposed to be in the blue bucket.
Did Ceez tag up Capitol Grill?
Okay.
Proudest place, Mall, Ceez, you island.
I won't tell you what it is, but it's still out there. It's out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
we'll talk
probably
about
see some
that in the
recent shit.
episode.
That's what's up.
We'll talk about that in the episode, dog.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah. So what was your inspiration?
For music in general?
Yeah, or rap. Yeah,
who
anything.
that? Hove.
Yeah.
Hove, man. Like my older brother was like I was a Nas fan like all through middle school. Like so while
It was written.
Yeah. Oh, It Was Written is one of my favorite albums.
course,
like
mine
to this
too.
day.
Mine too.
Same
Yeah.
here. Well,
But
yeah.
when the whole Jay-Z versus Nas shit was going on, I was 100% on the Nas side until I talked to I took another trip to New York in the summertime and I heard how
niggas
New
fucked you
York
up.
was reacting
Go
to
nowhere.
Hov. Like it was crazy. Like
So I hear two sides to that story. I hear that Ether.
Ether's
What, take-
look,
take-
Nas won the battle.
He won that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Nas won the
I
battle.
don't
I think
care about
what Ceez
Super
is saying,
Ugly.
because I was kind of in New York at the same time. Like I think what Ceez is saying is that New York has such an affinity for Jay-Z.
Facts. Like
You know what I'm saying?
Like Nas wasn't from there.
Such an affinity,
Nas wasn't from there.
such an affinity for Jay-Z that it was like Nas wasn't from there and beat the guy from New York.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it was like, nah, we ain't letting that happen. And
they
it
was not believing it.
Yeah.
They just, yo, did you hear Ether? Nah, that nigga took forever to come out with Ether. You know what I'm saying? Like he was saying shit that was true.
It is true.
Yeah, like
It's
yeah.
true. It's
You know
facts.
what I mean? But
Nah, Ether
Nah.
was stupid. And honestly, I wouldn't even do Ether. I would say One Mic. One Mic
One
was the
Mic was hard.
one
One Mic
because that's
changed the
another
game.
one
For me, it
that
changed the
is
game.
on the low. He's crushing Jay-Z in One Mic.
I don't know who's ever been able to do
She
one
came
mic.
to me
One-
when
I love
God didn't finish. I should have known she was
One
the
mic escalates and then
Yo.
de-escalates at the end of the song.
Yo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Actually,
And I saw it live.
realest nigga alive. It's on the Lost tapes.
okay, all right, yeah.
Which one? 1 or 2?
First one.
Yeah, nah, I was born Lost Tape 2, dude.
Yeah. But nah, yeah. So Hove was
So that's all.
that's
It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
Hope.
not-
It's not Hope. You're
it's-
bullshitting.
That's what it's
You're not
still
going back far
Gotcha.
enough.
Gotcha.
Your shit is like it's like it's Patti LaBelle, it's Earth, Wind and Fire. There's other
Oh,
music
yeah,
in
yeah,
you that you aspire from, bro.
Earlier
It's
than
just-
Hove.
Yeah. Before I let go,
Yeah, what was your dad playing? What was your mom?
yeah, what was your mother playing?
My
What
mom,
was
my
your
mom,
dad
was,
playing?
my mom was Puerto Rican. She was playing like Olga
mean, it's rock and
Dañón
roll.
and
Bailó la pena, porque era necesario contigo amor.
Like, it was all sorts of
Nah, the Queen's
bachata
playing
and
too.
But that
Gotta get
brings you
deeper.
your melody,
I know, but I
though.
like Hov.
yeah.
He's still-
Nah, he's before Hov.
I like R&B. Like when I was growing up, I liked R&B way more than I liked rap. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's where the melodies come from, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, he ain't high
or the
five.
songwriting.
He's high five.
No, he's like so for real.
Oh, Is it so for real or is it high fives?
I love.
Yeah, it's so for real. Yeah, it's so
Oh
for real.
yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
for real, I'm in that lane now. Okay.
Yeah.
What high five? What definitely us three are definitely
100% high five.
Yeah.
So how do you go from Hove to Ceez? Because Ceez doesn't sound like Hove.
I studied the game. Like
Yep.
yeah, like for the longest time, like I wasn't putting out any music. Like I would rap my own shit and just keep it to myself. It wasn't like I was doing it to just put it out. Like, yo, here this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like I would kind of like study myself, which is why like I'm my worst critic to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll put some shit out and just hate it, but I just put it out anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like just to, I guess, get it out there.
You
But-
only
to
hate
that
it because
point.
he's too
No.
repetitive with it.
Well, to that point, if you're your own worst critic, how do you react to how we're reacting to you trying to change your verse?
you know.
Yeah, why are you
because
your
I know
worst critic?
I
is the
know all
question.
about being your worst critic because I do
Yeah,
this with this podcast all the time.
Yeah.
That's it.
But so when you hear other people talking about, yo, why would you change this verse? Because it's the greatest verse. Like, how do you react to that? Hearing it from other people.
I guess I don't really know. Like when I put the music out, I'm just like,
I'm an artist
once it's out there,
and I'm
it's just
sensitive.
out there, and I want to make it as perfect as I can before
Absolutely.
to my standards, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I guess like for that verse specifically, I was just overthinking it. Like I just didn't think it was hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I get it. It has its bars. It's melodic. Like it sits in the pocket, but is this hard enough?
Ceez, I want to challenge you.
And because you didn't hear Hope's verse.
Because exactly,
No,
that was perfect.
You never needed to hear Hope's verse.
If I
you
would
were
have
only
heard
challenging
Hope's verse,
yourself
I
the
would
whole
have been
time.
like, all right.
So this verse,
would've fucked
it up.
we never get this
Nah.
verse if you heard Hope's verse first.
No,
You probably
wouldn't
would have
have
got
this verse.
something that was.
Nope.
I don't know. I like to if I'm a feature on somebody's shit and they already got their verse going, you probably want to send it to me without your verse on it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's yeah.
Fact.
Yeah.
You probably want to send it to me without your verse on it because
100%.
once I hear your shit, it's gonna.
That's how you feel?
Like I'm gonna take it.
That's how you
Yeah.
I want to challenge you,
I like that.
Ceez.
Yeah.
I like that.
I want to challenge you to the unreleased. You find beats, whether they are industry beats already or beats that you can obtain from anybody that you know that makes beats already,
Yeah.
and just let them shits go on Instagram and Facebook. Just 1 minute of it, and let us judge you. Just go.
I gotta
Just
I got a
the
bunch-
unreleased shit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
look,
you
I
said
got-
you have
I'm
more
telling you.
unreleased than are actually released.
Or give it
so
to us and we put it out on
like
Brone
you
Page
just
Media.
holding it back, bro. Like you gotta let it go.
Calm, I'm trying.
You gotta let it go.
I hear you.
Yo, don't turn 40 on Saturday like I am with all these unreleased bars, bro. I am Bub's most favorite rapper. He doesn't know it yet. he doesn't know it yet, but I am.
He's ready
Yo,
to franchise
fucking
report.
trash.
Wait until I get
Lil Baby
franchise.
was body here.
Wait till I get
Lil
franchise
Baby,
5 minutes.
That's what
I
I'm
ain't
saying.
arguing with the kid. That's new name for the baby. Go. I love what he did with the Dirt project.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Right.
But I got 5 minutes for franchise that's gonna remind him he hangs out with the best rapper he ever met in his life.
You gotta keep
no
that
offense
energy,
to
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Right? But don't do what I did. Like I got comfortable in my upper middle class living. I ain't take the risk. I'm saying you don't have to take the risk right now.
Nice reminder.
You can
of the
literally
upper- So we're
just
still broke.
unrelease.
Of course we
Upper
are.
You
middle
can
class
re-release
living.
the unreleased just for 1 minute on any of your social media platforms. Build a following there, then start charging them for the views, and just get the advertisement money, bro.
It sounds easy. Let me do that.
Hey, it's already bars you
So I'm
wrote.
gonna do that tomorrow.
How many albums do you have?
16.
On like the streaming services, I probably got one project out and I hate it because it's like it's like R&B shit. It's like, you know, I was in a bad space with a breakup and I made a whole project
That, yo,
about it.
that
Why
might be
you
the
talking?
that might be
We
fire.
might need
You're
that.
going to
That might
love
be
that.
fire.
It's not it. It's not it. I'm telling you.
You're gonna
like,
love that
it's
album.
not
We're
it.
gonna find out.
Yeah, it's not
We're
it.
gonna find out.
What was,
It's not
the,
it.
what was the reviews on it though?
It's just different from like it's different from anything I ever put out. Like, you know what I'm saying, I usually put out rap shit. Like, you know, I might sing on a hook or sing on a bridge, but it was never really that concentrated.
Could you tell this was like? Do you explicitly talk about a breakup, or can people tell if you listen to your music prior to that he's going through some shit?
Yeah, you could probably tell.
How many falsettos did you hit?
There's one at least.
Oh yes, yeah, I need that one.
That one. Why is it
that's the only one that's
on the stream?
So when I first started dropping music, my shit was just sample heavy because I come from the boom bap.
Instagram.
So
Facebook.
Yeah, like with uploading that kind of shit to the streaming services, like I was always told, like, you know, you're gonna get a cease and desist, or, you know what I'm saying, if you don't own the, you know what I'm saying,
if it gets too
so
big.
I never uploaded it, which was to my detriment because now I see niggas uploading that kind of shit all the time, and
only if it gets too big.
Exactly, and that should have been my frame of mind. Like, if somebody wants me to take it down, that's probably
Worst
a
case
good
scenario,
problem.
like,
It's probably a good problem. Yeah,
It's Kanye.
Exactly. Like, if enough people are hearing this and it gets to,
But people would have heard it, right? At least people would have heard it.
But then imagine posting the
why you take that
Kanye
down?
made me take this down.
Yeah.
Drake made me take this
Kinda
down.
got a troll, right?
Take
You
a
gotta troll, do a
screenshot.
little trolling.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Look at Kanye hating.
If it's
able to
just
That's trolling, right?
business.
You do a little trolling, like, damn, Kanye's saying not money and shit.
Yeah.
Would you be able to release any of that today? Or is it too
I
out?
think I should.
Do it.
I really think I should. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to not.
What's the
I guess
lifespan on
leave
copyrights?
the game with this shit not
I mean,
out
it's
there.
30
Release it on
years,
Grown
something
Pains
like
Media.
that.
Hey, look, go ahead, man.
We're not gonna
Print out
obligate
the
you
contract,
contractually.
man. You know what I'm saying? Print out the contract.
Nah, I just want
It'll be
you
a
to put it
paragraph
out.
long.
One paragraph long. Promise you.
Yeah, what 2 sentences? Sign it.
If we get any money from this, you know what I'm saying?
We would only like
That's it.
49%.
We'll talk about this
majority
later.
owner.
The contract's gonna say, if we get any money from this, we'll talk about this later. Sign it.
I think we're just all upset that you have the talent and you're just.
Not just the talent. He has a library.
Yeah, I got a lot of music.
He has a
All right.
library that he won't let out.
Not just a library. This motherfucker's a rapper, dog. Like, this is, you can
And he's
clearly
nice.
tell that he's fucking, that
Yeah.
he would fit and dominate in
We
certain
should talk
areas.
like as he's not
Like,
sitting
yeah,
there.
he's not-
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
this nigga's nice.
Hey, yo, remember when that nigga Ceez was on the podcast? Yeah, that dude. I really hope he follows through with anything that we say because, bro, you talking to a bunch of OGs, I guess we can say, who have passed up on opportunity to risk it all. And you have an opportunity right now where you don't have to risk it all. You just have to risk your ego. Drop
That's
that
100%
fucking
it. I
music,
can't even
bro.
lie, bro. That's 100% it.
Do you have kids?
No kids.
Oh God, let it go. Let it go, bro.
It's just me. I
Talking
don't
about.
know, man. I felt like I was giving myself a time. Like, even when I first started dropping music, I was like, yo, all right, if I don't make it by the time I'm 27, I'm hanging this shit up.
Dumb.
Right? And then 27 came around. I'm like, all right, if I don't make it by the time I'm 30,
Dumb.
I'm hanging this shit. I'm really
But there
hanging this
was
shit
at
up.
one point there was a age cap. At one point there was.
How old is Westside Gunna?
When it came, no, not now.
Nah, man.
But when it came,
Them niggas is an anomaly. Like, that's
No, you're an anomaly.
but what I'm saying
You're shooting
is,
for stars, right?
there was
True, but-
there was a time in the industry, like if you got to a certain age
Right.
and you didn't make it, as far as signed to a label, you wasn't gonna make it because there was a look,
Rick
there
Ross
was a
changed
sound.
all of
Yeah,
that.
no.
That and because
But-
Jay-Z
I
was
hear what
talking
you're
that
saying,
dumb
yeah.
shit like, yo, I'm gonna do the Black Album and I'll retire by 40. I won't be a 40-year-old rapper. And he was a
then 30's
fucking
a new
50-year-old
20, yeah,
rapper.
yeah.
You know what I
We
mean?
get
Like,
it. Jay-Z can say that when you're already on.
Right. Yeah,
but he
right, yeah.
created that threshold where it was like, yo, I gotta get it done by this age. Yo, Drake's like 36. What, 34? Something
Makes
like
sense,
that?
yeah,
Yeah. What are we talking about?
No,
He's
but I think what
33.
Bubba's saying is that
There
these
was a
people
time.
are already established where Rick Ross came in at like 33.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
Two
was a
Chainz-
retired.
2 Chainz is the biggest example.
Hold on, hold on.
Two Chainz, yeah. Two Chainz came in.
Who's another
But-
one? Plies.
He
but got
also
signed.
already had a degree. He also already had trap money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was established before he really got popping as a rapper. And you know, like,
Drake
you know,
was, like a lot of these guys were already established.
I like your Air
Yeah.
Maxes. You look like you ain't hurting for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what?
I can't fund my own rap career right now. I cannot fund a rap career. I'll tell you that.
Say, I got a little
I'd rather
jobby
be a
job.
regular guy right now, man. I'm gonna be a regular guy. And,
Say, I got a little jobby job.
Yeah, it's funny because
Hit a feature here and there.
I don't talk about this much because Reem is the rapper on this podcast. But when I was trying to release music,
I'm a banker.
I was
Ooh, you got the big bucks.
upper middle class.
There's
So yeah.
I found the link.
give me a signing bonus.
But you say
Oh, my
you
bad.
say that I hear you like probably looking at yourself at 33 and looking at it as trying to come out may seem like a big deal, but it's like I remember being that guy and thinking to myself, if I can get on something crazy like John Hope, like if I can get a feature,
Made it.
Yeah.
made it. Not like I made it. I made it. I'm done. But like we said earlier, there's levels to this shit, right? Like you made it to John Hope, and you're still like.
But it's also I'm trying to think right.
I think Hope knows where I'm at though.
If you feel the way you feel, what made Hope feel like?
I need him.
What music have you dropped before you got on this recent project with Hope?
It wasn't that 909 and Heartbreaks.
Nah, I don't think.
You
I don't
haven't
know.
dropped anything since?
I don't know what my most recent thing was, but it was probably just like a little throwaway single, just to say. You know, I mean, I still make music
Yo,
sometimes. you know what I'm saying?
Goku, you gotta relax. Yo, you had a throwaway single, and then you put that on his major project.
But in his mind, he said, you know what?
Yo,
I gotta hit up Ceez, not for one track, but for two.
Right.
I need
Yeah.
both.
Right.
And we got something in the
feature
works too.
and a
It's
hook.
still cooking.
And you've got something in the work. Man, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
You know what my problem is? This is my biggest problem about it is that like this is the smallest state in the United States, right? It gets overlooked. But there is a shitload of talent here. I want us, and I'll say us, and I'm not even from Rhode Island, but I'll say us because I've been
He's
here
lying.
20 years. I'm a Rhode
Oh, yeah,
Islander.
no, you're from here. Yeah.
More than half your life.
Man.
More than half your life.
Nah.
Yeah, you'll be 40 Saturday. You
Yeah,
been
no,
20.
I'm 18 years in. Remember, I went back home, got shot,
Yeah, but you
spent
said
3
20.
years.
The people heard 20.
Something like that. All right, whatever. But more than half of my life, I'm a Rhode Islander, right? It's all here. The best food, some of the
Yep.
best beaches,
Yep.
some of the best DJs,
Yep.
some of the best rappers, some of the best
women.
festivals,
Best women.
all of the best
some of the best
women,
women.
bro.
Facts. We got
the Cape Verdeans up
Shit.
here.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no Cape Verdeans in fucking Jersey.
The legendary,
I mean, like
Per capita.
it's
No.
per
I was gonna say,
capita.
did you see?
100%.
the legendary Osborne family came out of this.
Osborne golf
Come on.
tournament?
Word?
That's
Like,
my uncle. My
100%.
great uncle. Jeffrey Osborne,
Yo,
my great uncle.
there's
Yeah.
wild talent here.
Yeah.
We were.
We just need you niggas to stop holding it back. Let it
Oh,
go.
it's me holding it back. All right.
Nah, you just one of them. You just one of them.
All the questions went to you.
All right, damn,
Yo,
man.
I even got mad at John Hope because I asked him about the what was it, the Bluest Moon? He was like, "Yo, I did that 5 years ago." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
He's
Dropped-
that's why
why
we
you ain't
relate
dropped
so
that 5
much.
years ago?
He's another dude that he works just as he works like I work. I feel like that's why we connect like on an artist level. Like he has foresight, and I guess the difference is that he just jumped right back in it like he never
But he
left. You know what
also,
I'm saying?
he
Like
also created those other brands, right? That gave him
true,
Zane
true,
Butler. and all that,
exactly.
right? And
You know what I'm saying?
he-
Those are all other streams of revenue that makes this rapping shit easier. You know what I'm saying? When you're not worried about where the money coming from to rap.
But also,
It's
you
easier.
said you're not savvy in that world, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I also
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
you
yeah.
I don't think you being well off will help you rap better.
I think no, because you
I
know
think
the
poverty
more
and struggle, not poverty, but a bit of struggle helps.
Absolutely.
struggle makes my music, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that I haven't been in that position, the fact that I've, money's really not something that I worry about these days. I don't really got much.
But this is my question though. If you can't replicate the acceptance, or at least create that lack of acceptance, and make that struggle, you know what I mean? Like that's your struggle. The fact that it's not 4 million people playing shit. That's your struggle. Who cares how much you got in the bank?
But also,
you're
Yeah, but I
comfortable
don't want to be
there.
the rapper that's rapping about how
Right. You do this for the
niggas
people.
don't listen to me either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're not gonna do that.
You do this for the people that were ruined by design,
You're right.
right? And
You're not gonna do that.
I automatically assume, do I gotta raise up a gun to raise my baby? I thought you had a kid. You don't got one.
nah, yeah.
But I related to that line, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because you related to it.
right.
Yeah, but you know, I got homies that's going through
Right,
it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
yeah,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
So you can create struggle from other people's struggle and communicate
if you
to
do it for the
those
people
in
that were
struggle.
ruined by design, right? And,
Yeah.
and I think J. Cole does the same thing, right? I don't.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of rappers that rap about stuff that they didn't necessarily go to, but they're the voice of the people. Right?
You know how many times
Absolutely.
Kendrick raps about like his aunt or his
Right.
uncle?
Yeah.
Or it's not him, it's them.
yeah, he raps in like story format a lot.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So it's, they can visualize and recreate the struggle artistically
I've been in the
and
houses where
artistically.
the aunties were like that. When he raps about it, I be like, God damn it, I know this. Damn,
You know that
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Auntie.
Hey, what's up, nephew?
Yeah, what's up, nephew?
Like, you know that nigga.
Yeah, you better bring my car back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want all of the unwrittens published in like the next 40 days, bro, on social media over any beat you
Damn.
want. I don't care.
Reem wants that.
Let it go.
I got
Let
it.
it
You
go.
know, I'll do something.
I'm a
We
fan.
brought Ceez on to put the pressure on him.
Like, I can see, I can see.
I got to
Honestly,
rap again.
this might be the kick in the ass he needs.
I can see like a little.
There's an audience
Ceez,
for it.
like a
Absolutely.
Ceez pop up, not a pop up shop because you sell at the pop up shop, but like just playing all your old
Easily.
stuff
Easily.
and vibing out. People that have drinks and all that at a little small venue, and you just playing your stuff and people just vibing to.
I asked you.
It's not
I asked-
old.
I asked you
Not
if you
old,
had.
but
It's brand new.
Right.
I asked you if you
Yeah.
had any other CDs because just off of those two verses, I want to hear more.
I want to hear more.
That's the type of rapper I gravitate to.
Sorry.
That's the type of rapper that I
But
think I
me
was.
and
at
him
some point.
never
that's like
connect
the
on rappers,
culmination,
bro.
though. You know what I'm
And
saying?
this,
Like,
and
that's
this
like,
guy don't like everybody.
yeah, yeah.
This is dead fresh.
Yeah, so it's like, all right. So what else can I listen to? Because now I want to hear more about what you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
now I want to like when somebody tells me that they've been through a struggle when you can hear struggle in their voice, like DMX.
Yeah.
DMX could have said. There's lines that DMX has that's crazy. Like
Yeah,
when he was talking about fucking somebody in the jail cells.
Yeah,
like there's lines
Yeah.
that
Nah,
he says.
he got a bunch of those lines.
But it's like, but he says it with so much passion.
Yeah.
and it's so DMX that you don't
question it.
You
It's
don't
just
question
like, yo,
it.
this nigga been through some shit.
He been through some shit. So
Right,
when
yeah.
I ask you about your CD, like I'm really, and I think to Alex's point, I think we are kicking your ass a little bit,
Yeah.
but I think we're doing it
Purposely.
from a fanatic
From a
perspective.
love
You know what I'm saying?
perspective.
Yeah, like yo,
It's love.
we hear you, and this shit sounds fucking crazy. Where else can we hear you?
He don't even like
why don't
the
you
verse.
Why don't you want
That's the crazy part. He didn't even like the verse.
He wanted so much more.
Beat, bro. He didn't even like it.
You know what I mean? So it's like so that's the reason why like I love to Alex's point, we love having these conversations with rappers because so much comes out of people that know how to tell stories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so you have to be a thinker. You have to be somebody that knows how to analyze a
Outside
moment.
of yourself,
Yeah.
while inside of yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to almost be transformative because you have to take this image or this situation or this plot that you experience, and now you got to transform it into something that's
Universal.
that everybody can gravitate to. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
without giving too much away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, without-
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And I think to everybody's point, that fucking comes across in just two fucking verses that you're on this album. So it's like, all right. What the fuck do you mean that you want to do
It'll
this?
be
Like,
unacceptable, bro.
this is-
If I look
it's
at
like
your
Hope.
page,
It's like Hope saying, like after whatever album, after Volume 1, yeah, I'm good.
if I look at your page in 3
Even
weeks,
though he still has Annie and all these other things, you know what I'm saying, in his pocket, like
and I don't see you drop 10 verses, 1 minute long.
Reem's coming after
You
you.
have completely disappointed me, bro. Like,
I don't know if I'll do it on. I mean, I could send them to you. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the
Nah,
social media
pussy.
thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it. I don't know, man.
why? Don't want to make it a what? A buzz?
No, I don't want to make it a look. This nigga's trying to rap again or make a comeback when I'm really not. I'm not.
So you don't want to rap again?
No, it's not. It's not about that. It's just that when I'm ready to rap again, then I guess I'll.
When was the last time you dropped the EP?
Shit.
If you gotta think that hard, it's time to drop an EP.
I mean, I've been cooking. It's not that I haven't been cooking, but I just do it. I do it on my free time. Like I don't really
You want it
put
to be
too much.
You want it to be organic and natural.
Not
When it
the
comes out,
pressure.
it comes out.
It's not organic.
He don't
And
wanna
it's
force
different.
it.
And it's
I like-
different. You
I
know
like
what I'm
that
saying?
too,
Like,
because-
You want pressure free. It ain't organic.
Some of
The shit that
like
pops is pressure.
like Belly is one of the artists that I'm kind of like. He's one of the new
I like
artists that I
Belly.
pay
I
attention
love
to.
Belly, man.
He's not new,
yeah.
But he drops whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm going through something, so I'm not gonna drop for the next 3 years because I'm going
nice,
through some
though.
shit.
But he's also. I mean, he writes for the weekend, so I'm sure
Yeah,
he's
he's okay.
he's not.
You saw the change.
He's not in no financial straits or anything.
How
You
we
know what
gonna
I'm saying?
get there?
Like, when you're in that, like if I was in a situation where like I could just rap for fun whenever I wanted to rap for fun, it'd probably be a different. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be a different thing. But for me to like get the motivation like after like going through like just day-to-day shit, it's just.
Play this podcast back.
Did the business kill that for you, or was
All
that
the
motivation
motivation
just
to
a
leave.
100%.
So it was
But-
more of the
but-
business than it was you.
It was the business, and then like the business made it hard for me to just enjoy rapping.
creative,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying? Like to just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I used to just wake up out of a dream and write some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like I just gotta write this shit down. Verses would come to me when I woke up. You know what I'm saying? And then it just became like, yo, I gotta send in this verse for this record like by tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And
Bro, the business is gone. What we talking about?
no, I hear
We
you.
just
I
talked
hear, now,
about
I
it.
hear you
The
now, but
business is
now
gone.
I feel like I'm
He
jaded,
already-
bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
How about this? How about this?
Yeah, yeah.
Before we get scarred, how about this? Just ride around with beats.
He's already scarred.
Don't play nothing else.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
ride around with beats.
Yep.
And then while you're in your car, record the shit that comes to your mind while you're riding around
So
in
I
that
understand,
car.
right? So like I got into
Oh, I'm telling you the blueprint, bro. Like these niggas don't know. I'm telling you, I'm the greatest rapper Bum knows. I'm that nice.
I've gotten into
You don't know.
Well,
I'm about to get
let's get in
franchised.
the studio then. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
we can go together if you want.
yeah, no, let's do
When we
that.
all go up the franchise, come with us.
Oh, man,
I'm giving franchise 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
All right, I'm going second.
I gotta hear what you
And
said.
guess what? Good luck. Good luck. And I'm not a rapper.
Okay.
Because I turned into a fucking banker, I refuse
Now you
to
got the
risk it
Now you
all.
got the bank bars. You got
But
the yeah.
nah,
all right.
but I still got it,
Got
bro.
401k
Like,
bars,
Yeah,
dog.
you got the
Fuck.
it's gonna be money
fucked
talk.
up, bro.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
crypto
at
talk.
33 years
Regulation bars,
old,
dog.
33 years old is the first year I had my son.
All right, yeah.
And that's when real life hit me, and I'm like, fuck, I got to make a decision on whether or not I want to chase a dream versus whether or not I want to
didn't wanna
rap.
be- you didn't
I'm
wanna
just,
be-
but I'm making great money
So
in
you
what I'm
wasn't ready to be
doing.
Will
So
Smith, Pursuit of Happiness, staying
not
in the train station
not
bathroom.
in the train station bathroom selling one computer.
And that's, so you didn't want to be there. He doesn't
Nah,
want to
but
be
he
there.
don't got a son.
It doesn't matter.
I had a Megatron
But
with
he
me.
could be sleeping in the car by himself.
Guess what? For the next 8 weeks, this man can drop the unheard verses on any beat he wants to on his social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and just see if it's a buzz. If it's wrong, then fuck it. Be
Yo,
heard.
Reem needs to manage a podcast.
Promise you, man. I'm talking
But
to
I
the
understand,
boy.
like I got into a work field where it's about people and not about money.
Yep.
And I've been there for 12 years, but even in those 12 years, bub, do this because you can make X amount of
Because you're
dollars.
different.
X amount of dollars, right? Do it. But it's a 1-year grant that can pay you X amount of dollars, double what I get. But it's 1 year, right? And I don't know what your you did explain that mom and dad not together. I don't come from an upbringing where
You bet on 1 year.
you take risk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I'm not ready to jump out of something that I know is guaranteed to jump into a 1 year.
Stay broke.
And I could, right, take the chance, and then after that 1 year, that program's done.
And then you're back to.
I have no job.
No, he's not.
Okay, all right, all
But
right.
I have
that's
no job.
But
Yeah.
that's the crazy part, bub. That's dumb. You do have a job because you are more qualified for the next
I get
position.
that, but I'm trying to relate, but like, cause you're like, nah, like I'm jaded by what I've seen already, right? And I've been part of the program. The organization that I'm with took a big hit where we had to take pay cut,
Furloughs.
and so it was like, fuck, none of this shit is guaranteed.
So how is that not a risk that you don't calculate for? The fact that you feel comfortable today, but at any given moment, even your comfortable life can get furloughed.
No,
Might as
True.
well.
but it got
That's a
sustained.
fact,
No,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
got sustained, and I saw the sustainability just because of the level I was at with the company. I could see.
You.
I
What
could
about
see.
them three under you?
I'm talking about me.
I feel
right?
you.
And so it's like you was jaded by something that you saw on the business side for a passion that you have, and you're not willing to take that risk anymore, right? You said you put all your savings into it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
It was 3/4.
And you're like now, like I can't do that right now.
It's financially, I could
You
dump
could-
money into it financially.
Right.
But like as
I don't
far
think
as
you
like
have the dumb money.
as far as the effort in me being who I like, when I was really trying to be a rapper, like my relationship suffered, my fucking I don't know, like it. I had to be tunnel vision, and that's how you got to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
so at this age, it's like it's kind of like I don't know, man. I'm really jeopardizing my life that I know as Caesar for the life that I probably could attain.
So you wanna be
maybe
comfortable, or do you
as
wanna be-
Ceez. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. I
you
mean,
wanna be
it's not
comfortable, or do
even
you
about.
wanna be the
It's not
greatest?
even about being comfortable because me as Caesar, I can attain a lot of different goals. You know what I'm saying? And me as Ceez, it's like I'm rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was to make it as a rapper this year, who's to say I'll be popping next year? Who's to say I'll be? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me having to leverage.
You gotta amass everything
you know what I'm saying?
you got in
like,
that situation.
So it sounds like you're not giving up on rap. You're just diversifying your portfolio.
I'm just
I'm with
exactly.
that.
I'm just everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like I still rap. I
You're
still
not
make music. I'm
focused-
just
yeah,
not.
it's
just
not 100%, but
It's
Did
not
we
my.
not
yeah,
give
it's-
you the blueprint on how to diversify your rap right now? Like literally,
Just drop it. Just drop it.
Just spit the shit you haven't spit yet on your social media platforms. That's it.
Just listen to
Nobody
Reem.
asking you to do nothing else. Just fucking rap. And if they receive it, good. If they don't, go back to the life you live. Who fucking cares?
All right, so let me ask you, how many niggas on your Instagram do you have that is putting out rap verses every so often?
It's a good question.
Not a lot.
Not enough.
Not a lot.
Okay.
However,
but there's gotta be a reason.
I did like Freestyle Fridays from Fabulous.
I like Reem style Fridays from me.
I like Reem Style Fridays.
Yeah.
All right, I need to follow this guy.
Are you still doing it every Friday?
No, Reem's not doing
No.
it.
So why?
Oh, because I did the same thing that I don't want this 33-year-old to fucking do. I leverage my lifestyle that I'm living. I know how hard it is to
How's
write.
it hurt? What does it hurt to put out a freestyle every Friday?
doesn't hurt a
No,
thing.
it doesn't hurt at all. But
That's what you keep telling them.
You
No,
talk
no,
about-
no.
you do a
No,
button
no,
then?
no.
Keep telling them.
It
do a
costs
what?
time. It costs time.
To put a 5-minute.
No,
100%.
it's a minute. It was
It's a minute.
It was only like 1 or
It's
2
a
minutes,
minute.
right?
It was
You're the best rapper
it-
alive. You should be able to put a verse together in 30 seconds.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, bro.
bullshit.
If you want me to
Nah.
do ripping the top of the cup of the lump of the
Yeah,
double,
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
can do that shit. But there's no cap in when I rap. No cap.
I don't know.
Like,
Fuck
That's
that.
important.
it needs to reflect how I
Substance,
live.
yeah, yeah.
So I have to
important.
live a certain
For-
amount of time
For-
in
it
order
takes you
to
that long to
be.
write a minute?
Yes.
Yes.
Cover.
100%.
Cover.
It's a fact.
Let me have this
Oh, no,
moment.
no,
If it's
no,
not
no,
working,
no,
yo,
sorry.
When,
I'll back
when
up,
you
I'll back
when
up.
you hold yourself to a standard,
Right.
Get it.
when you hold.
So he holds himself to a standard. You're trying to lower his
no,
standard.
No, I'm not trying to lower his standard. He already wrote it.
No, he's talking. That's not the standard he's talking about.
No, it was the standard when he wrote it. He already wrote it.
No,
he thought it was hot the first time he heard it.
Did you ask
then
him
he
what the
played it
standard
back.
was, though?
I'm telling you what happened.
He's sitting right there. Ask him what the
Am I
standard.
wrong? Ceez, if I'm wrong, then you. If
Reem,
I'm
all you
lying,
have to say is, Ceez,
if
what
I'm
is your
lying, I'm
standard?
lying.
You're not
He
lying.
heard it. He heard it the first 3 times. He repeated it, and then he was like, fuck, I could change this. I could do that. No. Then he heard it 15 times after.
There's
Yeah.
a reason-
Rode in the car.
there's a reason
Then
why-
he hated it.
There's a reason why he's not
But
putting
it
out
was
the music
dope.
because there's a standard.
No, it was dope.
He's
the
right there
first
asking
time.
me.
Ceez, am I lying?
No, that's not the question.
Okay,
What is
ask
it?
him.
What is your
Ask him if
standard?
I'm
Is there
lying.
a standard of why you're not putting out the music?
He's the only one creating the
Ask him a
standard.
goddamn question.
No, there's definitely a standard.
Alright.
If I don't feel like it's gonna wow people or like, you know what I'm saying, like this.
When did you hear the standard, bro?
I don't like that. I don't like that answer. I don't
When
like
did
his
you hear
answer.
the standard?
Because his standard said, "I want to change this verse because I don't
He
like
almost
it."
changed that one.
We all love that fucking verse.
Yeah, but
It's not about
I
us.
hear you.
But-
I know. I hear you. I hear
Right.
you.
It's not about us.
I hear you.
It's
I understand
about,
that.
Is this representative of how I want to reach my audience?
Okay.
And
You're right.
sometimes,
And then you, all right. So when
Stop
you have
reaching the
when you have a
audience.
big body of work, I mean, or like you say you put out a bunch of projects, you kind of like battling your last thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of like you gotta live up to the last.
Look
thing
at
you
who
put
he's
out
fighting
already.
with, himself.
Yeah. No.
Look at who he's fighting with, himself. Because he doesn't think anyone is better than him. When he dropped the first one, he thought it was dope. But then he heard it 30 times because he perfected how to flow.
But
he
doesn't-
perfected the annotations. He perfected how it should sound. And he listened to it so much, repeated it so much, he didn't even like it no more. Cut it off.
can I challenge that a little bit though?
Mm-hmm.
Because doesn't that? I think we're all saying what I think you're trying to say, which is, doesn't that make him great anyways? Like for instance, like he has you have a greatness in the way that you come off as a rapper, right? Like we all that's what this whole podcast has been about. Is
100%.
It's your greatness as a rapper, right? With that greatness, are we as a collective also saying that that's his only greatness lane? Like he's saying, I want to explore Caesar.
I'm fine
Because
with that.
Caesar has greatnesses of his own. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm Ceez and I know what Ceez has to offer. But Caesar has a ton of other greatness shit that also
Ceez
has to
has to go to jail to do graffiti. He doesn't have to go to
Ceez
jail
has-
to rap.
Ceez went to jail.
He
But
did go to
he
jail.
doesn't have to go to jail to
So I
rap.
think
I mean, if I
Kyle was
want some,
saying is like,
if I want
yo,
some
bro.
cool shit to rap about,
Like,
you know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
if I'm bugging Ceez, you can tell me I'm bugging, bro.
But I think
I just know that when you get into that mental space where you start hearing yourself too much, you start to try to figure out how you can fix it, perfect it.
Oh, yeah,
stand a
100%,
third.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it was already ready. All you have to do is have the fearlessness to let it go.
It's that frontal lobe, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You gotta
Yeah,
let
yeah.
it go. And you have so
Eliana
much
Carter,
unwritten that
FaceTime
we
vid-
already talked about. I just want you to let it go. On your social media, it don't require no returns. Ain't no money back. It's just views. It's just people that want to hear whatever the fuck you talking about. If they want to hear it. No
See, just say
problem.
no. Just tell him no.
Alright.
So you shut the fuck up.
Nah, he know I'm not lying.
Look, like
know I'm not
when
lying.
Lil Wayne was in his pocket, right?
Yep.
He couldn't put anything out that was trash. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Right?
Nothing.
100%.
Even when it was trash.
No.
it was never
Yeah,
trash.
Nah, he put out some trash.
Yeah, no, he put out some shit that was
There's
like,
some droughts that's I'm like, it was kind of wet.
No.
But after his pocket, it's like for him to catch fire is rare. When you hear a fucking a verse that's like really crazy from Wayne these days, it's like, yo, that's a crazy Wayne verse. When at the time he just couldn't miss. I feel like everything that I mean, you know what I'm saying, like. As an artist, everything that I got's not gonna be a hit, and that's my, you know, it's my kind of, you know, my double-edged sword. I'm not
Deal
gonna
with the critique.
if I don't, yeah. Nah, I get it.
Deal with the critique.
I
But
get
also-
it, but if I
or
don't
just
feel
keep
like it's,
doing what
I'm
you're
just
doing.
not gonna put it
Right.
out.
If Caesar,
And
Caesar
plus-
might hit a lane where it brings you back to Ceez, right? You
I'm about to call
I feel
you
like
cesarean.
every artist that really gets on, like through their own style, people start looking back like, yo, all right, let me hear what he was doing before this one song that I heard that made me,
Right.
you know,
Can I
tap
hear
in.
that?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
He said he can send it to you.
You
just
might
ain't
love
put
it, you
out.
might not. You might be like, yeah, this is not the same Ceez, but that's you know, that's my evolution as an artist. I started rapping when, I started writing rhymes when I was 16 years old. I'm 33 now. You know what I'm saying? Like at
8
33,
weeks.
I'm talking. I'm more knowledgeable. I'm wiser. I know how to use
That's
my
fine.
voice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We're gonna chase that. Let's do from 26 to 33. Right, the bars when
Oh,
you
yeah,
roll
I
that
got-
26,
I got a
drop
lot,
them 8 weeks in a row on a given day. I don't care, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. Tag Growing Pain Podcast and drop a verse.
What's tomorrow?
Every fucking week.
Thursday.
tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, every fucking week.
You got
drop
something
a
tomorrow.
verse.
Yeah, you
like
got
it.
something tomorrow.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I promise you.
And I want
if-
the same thing because he says I'm the greatest rapper he's ever known.
No,
And
you're
I
the
want to
greatest
say-
rapper you're allowed to be brothers with.
I want to hear the shit that you got.
Oh
I heard
God!
it.
What
I
I'm
heard
gonna
it.
do
I
on
heard it today
franchise?
for 8 weeks. No, your old shit. I want to hear it for 8 weeks.
Listen. If this is what you're telling Reem to do, Reem will call you
He will call you.
every day.
No, I'm not gonna pick up.
No, you have to.
But you're asking for it though.
No, but
That's
you're
what you're
asking. No, I want him to drop it on social media
do it.
8 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
No. Here's the question. Here's the difference. 33 still can make a change. 40 on Saturday. Just want to remind them.
No.
I own the game.
2 Chainz. How old was 2 Chainz in the game?
Really that good. bro.
36.
Yeah,
36 when he got in?
honestly, what I want to do, let me and you go up the DJ franchise.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right?
Let's have a
I'm
session.
gonna give
after
him
this.
5 minutes.
Let's have a little session after this.
I'm gonna give him 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You can rap whatever you want after.
You're not gonna do 5 minutes and me not do 5 minutes. I'm about to do a Joe
All
Budden.
I'm telling
won't
you,
even talk.
all I'm telling you is that I'm gonna be the greatest rapper that Bub gets to hang out with.
All right.
It's 100%.
So we won't hang out.
So what's next? What's next for you? man?
8 weeks of fucking post every week of all of that shit you thought was throwout material. Listen to it again.
It ain't throw out
Fix
because
your
he still has
flow.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some tomorrow on Thursday for you. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I like it.
Fix your flow.
Yeah.
You know how it's
You really
supposed to
listen to Reem. I
sound.
like this. You gotta listen to Reem. I like it. I
You
like
should
it.
let us drop it with the episode.
I feel like I might have manifested this, right? I might have
See,
needed.
the
I might
episode
have
comes
needed
out
this.
tomorrow. You should let us drop it with the episode.
Third
Oh,
eye
okay.
open, I'm like
Yeah.
a cyclops.
Damn. Now I gotta go look through some shit.
Look how you made me.
Man, all
He
right.
said it comes out with the episode.
Young and still a YG. He's
How do-
still brazy.
What y'all wanna hear? What you want?
What's next? Outside of the single tomorrow or this week?
I got a project with John Cena that I've been working on.
Some brother, that's
Ski
little
bro.
bro.
You said Ski?
All right.
Praise
That's my
God,
dog.
the
Yeah,
firefighters.
Project, not a hard liquor.
Not a hard. I did a hard liquor with him, but
Yeah, I know.
I got some joint called Heartbreak Over Whiskey. So me and him linked up like
EP?
Yeah, it's an EP, but it's like 9 tracks.
Okay.
Skino
yeah.
dropped the
Like a
baby
LP.
yet.
Yeah.
How long are the songs? Like 2
Some
minutes?
some of them are longer. Some of them are like some of them are just like like a one long ass verse. You know what I'm saying? Like
So fuck this shit that he wants you to drop. I'm waiting for that.
Now I'm telling you,
that sounds
bar
crazy.
off.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm with it.
All right,
Bar
look.
off.
All right,
He's got the bar off.
Yeah,
What you think
yeah.
I'm gonna do for 5 minutes?
I don't know.
Bar
Put me to
off.
sleep.
So you have-
Hey, guess what? I'm not telling you nothing, nigga.
So you have Skino coming up.
Skino, yeah, me and him linked up. I want to say about 3 years ago one night. And
like him a lot.
Yeah, that's my dog, man.
He's
That's-
fam here.
Yeah, that's
So,
my
bro.
dog.
Yeah, he's fam.
He's been on the podcast a couple times.
So
100%.
over time, like we just linked up
His baby
and just
mom
drank
been on the
and record.
podcast.
So his baby mom was on the podcast.
Well, before,
Yeah, because
before she was his
they
baby
had a
mom.
podcast.
Yeah.
She was in a podcast.
Yeah,
called
before,
that.
before she was his baby mom.
Ratchet
Yo,
Mommy.
shout out to Scheme, man. He's about to be a
Dad,
father.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Team
That's
Rio.
my dog.
Team Rio.
Welcome to the group,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Facts,
Team
Team
Rio.
Rio. Yeah. So like we started recording like I want to say like 3 years ago, but you know I never put shit out, and he gets frustrated with me.
Yo, you got Skino beats and you don't put them out?
Like an abundance,
you, bro.
abundance.
It's not free.
It's really crazy.
It's not
In abundance.
I would stop being my friend if you know what I'm saying. If I was in his shoes,
They
you know what I'm
wouldn't
saying.
touch
Like,
you no more.
yo,
Like,
bro,
yo,
like,
send them shits back.
Yeah, honestly, you know Weetus? Malcolm? Nah. Same thing I did with him. I just asked him, like, yo, any beat you
Another
produce.
one of our brothers, he produces too.
Another
Yeah.
one. I'm like, yo, just send me the beat. I'm not gonna do
He
nothing
might-
with
he
it.
might
I'm
be-
just gonna rap in the car with it.
Malcolm
That's
might
all
be-
I'm gonna do.
Malcolm
And
might be a
you're
Ceez.
doing that with Skino
I'm
beats.
producing.
yeah,
100%. 100%.
You might work well together because
they would never come out.
Because he's you.
It would never come out.
He
So it
don't
won't
send
work
his stuff
well.
out to
That's
artists.
exactly why.
Yeah.
It
He don't
would
send his
never
stuff.
come out.
He
would
don't
never
send
come
his
out.
stuff to artists.
Hey,
But
yo,
his shit is
Malcolm,
dope.
while nobody is listening, please
tap in,
remind
tap in,
the
Malcolm.
world
Yeah.
that I paid
we can
for
hold
the
on to this shit
software.
forever.
I got like two
Record.
good verses with Malcolm,
Yeah.
and I have never heard him. I have never heard him.
Oh shit,
come on.
yeah.
You know,
He's like-
if
he's like
C
that with-
shows up, allow him to record. I bought the software.
You also
Stop
said
arguing.
You also said that you have something with John Hope coming out.
Yeah, we Hope sent me a record like a few weeks ago, but Hope is super secretive with his shit. I know y'all know that.
Yep.
So
See where the way he
we
working
might have
out.
done it this year. It might not drop till you know what I
you-
mean?
right,
Yeah, next year.
Do
you know what I'm
you
saying?
think-
Like
do
You still
think
waiting for
features-
him to reach the stars?
Hope.
Yeah.
Um.
Go, my nigga.
Yeah,
You're not waiting.
I want him to do his thing, man, and I know that he understands where I'm at with it. Like we had a bunch of conversations where you know what I'm saying he knows I'm like kind of I don't know, I'm apprehensive to jump back into it. So until I know that I want to jump back into it, I'm not gonna take that. I'm not even gonna make it look like. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making an attempt if I'm
Did you
not
hear me?
there. You know, not here. I hear you. I hear you.
You know I tried,
Yeah,
God.
I tried,
Third
man.
eye open him like a cyclops. I
like-
need that guy back.
Yeah,
I like your.
no, he's here.
I like your demeanor, man, because we've been going hard this entire episode.
Oh, he's unrattled. Yo,
You're
he's
on the rattle,
unrattled.
dog.
Yeah, he's
Like
unrattled.
you. It's
So I know he's
good
ready.
because at 33, I didn't know myself to that capacity. At
Yeah.
33, if I had a Reem next to me telling me what to do, I
Who'da
would
fought?
probably done everything.
Who'da
that he-
fought already?
No, I would have been either that. Either I would have been
who'da fought?
offended.
Right, I'll
and-
write that down.
Or I'm gonna write that shit down
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do everything he said tomorrow
Add
morning.
it
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I used to be just like that though. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't trust my own opinion, so I would. Now you tell me what to do with it, I'll do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't know. I know myself well enough that
I bet you better
I know
do
where
it.
I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying?
I
know
bet
where
you
I'm
better
at.
do it.
Yeah. I couldn't do
You
it.
better give me 8 weeks on any given day of the week, bro.
Let's do
8
that
weeks
franchise
of
real
that
quick.
shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
5 minutes. You know what?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Let
We
franchise
just had
hear
a
it.
couple drinks.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
After
franchise
this
hear it.
podcast, you're probably gonna get a good 16.
He already gave me
Not 16,
I
my
heard
nigga.
already.
You're gonna get a
5
good
minutes.
16.
He already heard it.
I heard already.
5
He's
minutes.
ready.
You got it
Two
memorized?
different beats.
Nah,
He's
this
outta
is
here.
memorized. This
This
is
dude-
crazy.
this dude's
right now,
crazy.
yeah.
I don't
Reem's
rate
crazy.
anything.
I forget my songs at shows. Like if anybody's been to a
Bro.
Ceez show, I forget at least 2 songs. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
can I
Like,
tell you
I love
something
that shit.
funny?
I love that
Yeah,
shit.
and
Can
I'm
I
up
tell you
there like,
something
yeah,
funny
yeah,
real
yeah.
quick?
Jay-Z
Ceez?
said some shit like that.
Yeah, I better know it because I don't.
So when I was starting,
Ceez put the mic out the crowd. They don't even know. They're like,
Ceez, I want to tell you something funny. When I started rapping, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this for a living, right? My man Bill set me up with this engagement in New Jersey,
Yeah.
and it's a competition. I go up there, we have the pre-recorded beat. I spit the second verse first.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
God damn.
Yo, all the ad libs are wrong. Everything is wrong. I was like, you know what? I'm a banker. Stopped right there. That was the shit that deaded it all, and I wish it didn't, because that kind of failure is just what you.
But it's the
coming across,
you
like-
gotta go through the fire, man. Like just like with anything else, you like there's like a lot of tests that you get in life, right? Sometimes you gotta repeat the same shit a lot of times until you get it right. with women, with, you know what I'm saying, with everything. You know what I'm saying? You
100%.
Bro, when you told me you were riding in the car with the beat, I was like, this nigga's a rapper's rapper.
Yeah.
That's a
I
rapper's
learned that
rap.
from a older Italian dude that used to rap. He used to rap on some boom bap shit. And he told me, like, yo, I work a fucking 9 to 5, and you know what I'm saying, like, I'm with my kids all the time, so the only time I get to really write my rhymes is when I'm in the car. So, and then I think I watched like a Hove interview, and he said that he used to listen to his shit on the train while, you know what I'm saying, going to bust a move, you know what I'm saying, like just with and he would trick his mind and like memorizing the bars. By the time he gets off the train, like he got a whole 16 figured out, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I just want you to know, I haven't written a rhyme in 10 years. I'm giving franchise 5 minutes.
Oh damn! All right. I'm gonna write my
You
shit.
can
Just
go
know
after. You can go after. Good luck.
I love it.
Good luck.
You might not
You
want
got
to
your
do
black
this.
thought, you got your black thought.
Franchise got a rule
like it.
though.
I like it.
Franchise says that the beat has to be 10 years old.
It does.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
So both beats
It's my
are
pocket.
10 years
We could
old.
go older than 10. Look, I'm ready for it.
I was 2003 with the first. I'm 2011 with the other.
What are the
We'll
beats?
make that happen.
You really want to know?
We could do the same beats.
And it
if you
helped.
want, yeah,
You know
all right.
what?
Yeah.
Because I fear no one.
All right.
Franchise was super.
Breathe.
Okay. All right.
And what's the Drake one? Pound cake.
With Jay
Is it
Z.
pound cake? I don't think it was
I'm
pound
gonna
cake.
go older
It was
than
pound
that.
cake.
It was pound cake.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, let's go
with the whole verse.
Let's go older than that. Let's go older than
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna go older than that.
No, I'm not changing nothing on what I did. I'm a banker.
Oh no, you do. I'm talking about.
Oh, so you
You
already
can do
picture
whatever.
Yeah.
That's what he told me to do, though.
That's what he said. That's what franchise said.
Pound
No, that's
cake
what
is
franchise
told me
said.
to
No,
do
he said
that.
pick a beat 10 years old.
He said pick a beat 10 years
Nah, I
old.
want him to give you a 10-year-old beat.
No, that's
Nah,
not what he
nah,
said,
nah,
bro.
nah.
Yo, wildin', my
Nah.
nigga. It's live. What you
Yeah,
trying to do?
so it's
Like,
it's a little
You a
tough.
rapper,
fuck it,
right?
bro. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, bullshit.
I'm a rapper. I ain't a goddamn
Philly rapper, Philly
whatever.
rapper.
You already
You be
know
like,
the
right.
verse. You already know it.
Right.
Nah, I already know 5 verses. It's 5 minutes long.
So you don't got verses.
minute- a
You
minute
don't got
a
no
verse?
verses.
I'm gonna change your shit.
You got
about
verses?
about your
He
belief
just
about
brought
me.
me to a question that I had
You don't
for
got
Ceez.
verses then.
He brought me
Ask
to a
him.
question.
How do you have verses? So you wrote a song?
No, hold on.
I didn't write anything.
It's many songs
Together.
He gonna flop
Oh
when he
no,
get up
no.
there. He gonna flop when he
There's
get up
not
there,
just
watch.
many verses. There's also some freestyle shit in there where I'm figuring out how to connect the next verse to the last
Don't give him
verse.
the formula, man. Like,
I'm wildin', my bad. But you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
man.
If you want to be great about it,
That shit's
I'm
gonna
not
be
trying
trash.
to do it.
That shit
I was
is
just
gonna be
trying to
trash.
take us. Yo, remember he said it though.
I love
Remember he said
I love
it.
Bubs. Yeah. I remember that too.
Al, you was there?
I was there.
Remember he
I
said it.
remember.
I'm with you.
He gonna flop.
We got to
He
record
was,
it.
he was talking
Shoot an
about.
airball skis.
Nah, he got it.
Alright.
He
Bob
got
was
it.
talking about making fun of Reem about having his verse already written to her. Is that your process? Like when you,
I
do you
didn't
already-
write
Do you already
anything.
know? Do you already have a verse when a beat comes in, or do you hear the beat first and then you feel it out? And
I
then
gotta
that-
hear the beat first.
Got to. It's
Just-
impossible.
Yeah, just because I mean, like I don't write without a beat. You know what I'm saying? I write with the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I mean, like the flows and everything is in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I've rarely put
You
things
remember
that
that
I've
part
already
in
had
like
written
4
to.
minutes and 13 seconds when I was like, yo, I'm back in the pocket. Told you.
Yeah,
This is a real rapper,
Pocket,
bro.
yeah,
This
pocket
is a real
all-
rapper, bro.
Yo, Ceez, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this is not going to. You may need to start feeling comfortable being on this podcast.
What?
Because
You might want to feel comfortable rapping on this podcast
Because I
because I
feel
want
like-
8 weeks of a verse from you every podcast.
well, I feel like you have a story that we didn't get into. You have a background and a personal story that we didn't get into that I feel it probably ties into why you probably became a rapper and also ties into why you're deviating into these other avenues. And that's the reason why I think you should come back and
Yeah,
I
we'll do
think,
part 2.
Yeah, I think that
I
I
don't
think
want
that
a part
expands
two.
into
1,
like
2, 3, 4,
Hopefully
5,
I
6,
drop
7,
some-
8.
yeah, I drop some music in between.
How much does it cost for? How much does it cost for his verse. I'll take that.
It costs a Reem verse.
For free.
No. It costs a Reem verse, man. It costs
Every
a verse for Reem.
time we gonna battle for 8 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna battle for Reem. Yeah. It costs a Reem verse.
Yep.
Yeah.
We gonna battle for the
Yes, I
ego.
want to see you lose.
Yeah.
I like
miserably.
it. I like it. But I like 4 weeks with 2 weeks in between.
No.
So that we can get right.
Shut the fuck up.
Nah. I'm not
I
wrong,
want to see
bro.
you shoot air balls.
We gotta
every
go
time.
verse for verse
Verse for
Right.
verse.
I like it.
every time we see each other.
Every
That's it.
time we see each other.
so-
2 weeks. I'm not writing nothing.
So I think
I'm gonna remind you, I'm the greatest 40-year-old virgin you get to hang out with.
I think before
When
you
it
turn,
comes to being famous.
before you get out of 33, before you get out of Jesus years, come back.
Yeah, for sure.
I think when you come back, prepare for Reem because I'm sure Reem's gonna have a 16 for you,
I
or
promise
maybe
you.
more.
Hopefully we-
Laurinaitis,
when
remember
your
he
franchise?
kicked, remember when he kicked his
I'm
foot
gonna hit him
into
up.
that
I'm gonna hit him up
nigga?
right after this.
That kind of
I'm hitting him
level.
up right after this.
Yeah,
100%.
tell him I'll pull up
Tell
with
him 5
him.
minutes. First off, we're going to pop off at franchise. 5 minutes.
Oh man, I'm
Bring
nervous
5
now. I'm
minutes.
nervous.
Bring 5 minutes.
Honestly, I am nervous.
I mean, we can come back before your Jesus year's over.
No.
December 22nd.
Do your shit.
Oh, right before my birthday. Yeah,
Man,
that's
Nah,
it.
keep
Yeah.
working, keep working, keep working.
That's your
Franchise,
birthday though, right?
5 minutes.
I'm
30.
30.
30. Oh, you 4 days
30.
past. All right, yeah.
Oh yeah, the 29th. will be
Still
your Celebratory
Capricorn gang, you
podcast.
already know.
It is
Yeah.
stupid. And I tell you what, me and you, we can go on the deck. I'll play it in the phone. I don't want none of these niggas to hear it.
Alex
Yeah,
already
no,
I
heard
just
it.
no.
want you to
So you
know
play
how
for Alex?
wild. But wait, I don't want you to know.
No,
You're
no.
way too
You're
good.
not gonna hear my verse until it's about to go down. You're gonna be wild just like me.
So if it's
probably.
already recorded, then it's like that's written.
There's nothing recorded.
You pre-recorded?
There is nothing
So how are we
written.
gonna hear it?
We're going to DJ
Yeah, it's gonna be
Franchise
live.
You just said I'll take you on the
101.5.
patio so you can hear it. I just heard
He's gonna
that.
play the beat.
Oh, it's
he's gonna play the beat and then he'll rap over it.
remembered.
Oh, the beat.
Yeah, he's gonna play the beat. And then
It's 100%, bro.
Yeah.
I don't write shit, bub.
Nah, don't
I'm
rap it for
telling
me.
you, I'm the nicest nigga you know. I will never show him. You gotta follow me.
I will know what level I have to come in at.
That's the
you know,
one thing I want you
Fuck 'em up.
to agree to is that, like, you either got it or you don't.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yo, so-
And guess what? Tell Franchise, play the whole 10 minutes. My 5, his 5.
I like it.
The whole
He said he going
time.
like 20 minutes.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna do a Joe Budden on there.
Yeah, go all the way.
That's fine. My first 5 is
Even when they turn up the beat,
plutonium.
Ceez is still going.
Yeah, oh
Yo,
shit.
Nah, he gotta
The
switch the
life is
beat.
off and shit.
We definitely need you back on, Ceez. It was a pleasure to have you on, man.
1000%.
I love talking about
The
the struggle.
intricacies. The
Yeah.
intricacies.
Love having you on, man. Like I think this was a great start to a beautiful long conversation we could have about how Ceez became Caesar.
After
maybe
we posted
continue
all
to be
the
Ceez, you know what I'm
recordings.
saying?
I'm
Yeah.
still,
After
still season
recorded,
there, you know.
100%, 100%. So we do this thing. Towards the end of the podcast where we have the honor. It's called honorable mention, and it's basically trying to highlight whatever we want our listeners to pay attention to. It could be a book,
a movie,
I'll go
song.
first. I go first.
Whatever
I gotta
it
go
is.
pee. So
All right.
He said I gotta go.
I gotta let me hold on to it for
You
man.
said that live.
mad
I
aggressive.
gotta go pee.
So,
Do it. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
What are you, 7?
Yeah. Fight him,
still
Alex.
gotta
Yo.
pee.
Fight him.
I ain't know Alex's legs was that hairy.
Take him outside.
Alex's
way,
legs are mad
by the way,
hairy.
I love drunk bub. A drunk bub is the best.
No,
bub.
it is the best bub.
I
But I'm
swear
not
to
even
God.
drunk.
He's not
I'm
even
not
close.
talking about
No.
I'm talking about in
This
general.
is this is hater bub. Hater bub is in full
Yeah, I
effect.
hate you all the time.
I
You talking about
promise
rap.
you, the greatest rapper you get to hang out with is me.
My honorable mention. I don't
100%.
know if it's already been
Shoot
mentioned.
for the
I don't think it has,
stars.
but it's Queen's
Let's
Gambit
do
on
this, my boy.
Netflix. Queen's
5
Gambit.
minutes.
Is that the chest straight?
Yes.
What, that on Netflix?
Yeah,
that's
Netflix.
dope.
That shit is fire.
Yeah, I watched it. I was like, I'm not
Queen's
gonna get into
Gambit
this
was
shit. But that
dope.
shit was dope,
No,
man.
that shit is fire.
That's my shit.
I would say don't watch the new
Both
Angelina
seasons.
Jolie movie. Trash. But that's not my honorable mention. Did I give Sean a shout out last podcast?
Yes, you did.
I did. I can do another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
My son turned 21 years old this past Saturday.
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, I was like,
mean?
oh shit.
We gotta run in the
Seems
streets.
like he got a 21.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, shit. Right. Shout out to my son. Turned 21 this weekend. We had a good time Saturday.
Oh, wait. Before you skip past that, next week is Father's Day, right?
Oh, so we booked Sean. So
and Sean is coming. So Megatron is coming.
okay.
That's
and
dope.
Lil Baby A is coming.
Is AJ
and
coming?
my nigga is coming.
Andrew coming?
What, next week?
Next week is Father's Day podcast. Let's have our sons there.
It's the
We
23rd.
gonna talk about
It's the
talk about that
23rd.
though.
them
What's
4
today?
points.
We're gonna talk about that.
So it's after Father's Day, to be honest. It's after Father's Day. It's the week after. It's the
gotta
Wednesday
talk about
after
that.
Father's Day. It's the
All I'm saying is
23rd,
that Father's Day is next week.
but it's the 23rd. Sean's booked for the 23rd.
Okay, yeah, after Father's Day. Yeah,
After Father's Day.
Yeah,
Collins, like, he gotta graduate high school.
I want to bring all of our sons on Father's Day podcast.
With it.
I like that. That may be 2022, but I like it.
Let's think about it,
2022
though.
or shit. I might bring something through too.
I told Megatron about it back in December. He's like, when do I get to go on the podcast? Father's Day, right? I'm
like
like,
it.
God damn. He
like it.
wants to be here. If
No,
your son's here,
Sean is-
Megatron's here.
Sean was lit Saturday talking hella shit.
I like it.
Sounding just like me and how I'm talking to Reem. And I was upset.
He ain't had 5 minutes for you,
I was
though.
upset. No, we stood up. We
And
was chest to
two
chest. But I somehow had to look up and I didn't
Go
like
from
it.
breathe to
So I had to
Yeah.
hit him with the
pound
Listen,
cake.
I got arms.
He was talking about shots. He was like, "Oh,
I'm different.
you're behind."
That's
I said, "Do you
hard
want to
though.
do this
That's
with
hard.
me?"
Those are
Right.
two
You
hard.
want to- yeah.
No, shots. I was like, "Do you
Gotta be
Do you
right.
want to? Do you really
Come on.
want to do this with me?"
Come on.
Because I promise you don't walk out
There's
here.
years on this level.
Yo, I'm on my third. But my other honorable mention is
breathe, pound cake.
my other honorable mention. Shout out to June Brone. We got to get him on the podcast too. But
Franchise has
he got his
to
birthday
transition
event coming
for
up.
you.
Actually tomorrow, Thursday,
him.
June 10th at Needle and Thread. Is for his birthday. He's a
NNT.
stand-up comedian. Gonna do his thing tomorrow
Really
night.
Shout out
rap,
to him.
bro.
Shout out to him. I'll go next.
And shout out to Needle and Thread. New spot. Very.
Where's that at?
Look at that.
Is it noodles?
Needle and
and
thread. I've
Shout
heard
out to-
of that. Yeah.
Shout out to the big homie Tito. Opened the spot. I think he got some partners, but big homie Tito. He used to own. What was the chicken spot across from Classical?
These
Fat
wings?
Fat Wings. He used to own
Yeah,
Fat
yeah,
Wings.
yeah, I
He used to
remember
own
Fat Wings, yeah.
But now
Yeah.
he owns Needle and Thread on 45 Peck Street. Very adult like. You got to go in there with some jeans, some shoes, little
Collared
blazer,
shirt.
little blazer.
Jeans and
Shout out
shoes,
to-
yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
wear a
Attire.
blazer to eat wings?
No, this is not a wing spot. This is it's called Needle and Thread. It's a different spot. He used to own Fat
I
Wings.
appreciate him raising the standard.
Right.
I like it.
Bringing that adult vibe back.
You want me to go, Reem, or you got? I'll go.
I got time.
It's an R&B artist called Otis Kane, and he has an EP called Therapy, which I really really like. It's all live instruments, and he's just going off R&B. He's like
It's like some Kenny G type of shit.
He's like a
Amos
male.
and Pac.
Nope, he's like a male. What's that
Bruno
lady?
Mars.
What's that lady that always does the black and white? She was in a picture with
the
with
girl,
Diddy.
Lauren. No, that's not her
She was in a
name.
picture with. She's always dancing.
Janelle Simone.
Janelle.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Well, Monet.
Janelle
Yeah,
Monáe.
So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like a male. I may be butchering this entire thing, but he reminds me, I should say, of a male Janelle Monáe. All instruments in the back, which I love instruments. I love hearing guitars and pianos and shit in the background. So it's all instrumentation. It's pretty cool. Check that album out. Otis Kane.
Oh,
Therapy.
I'm ready. Bro, my honorable mention is DJ Franchise.
Let's
I
go.
like it. I like
And
it.
let me tell you something, bruh. We're gonna come up there. We're gonna have a good time.
Yep.
You're gonna introduce the podcast to your listeners.
Yep.
We are going to bring one of the greatest rappers in Rhode Island with us.
Two of them.
Oh, all right.
I was
Yeah.
talking about you.
No, I'm talking about you. So
I'm trying to get like you.
Fair
like
enough.
Yeah, I like this. I
If
like
it
it.
ain't
I like it.
Ceez, if it ain't Reem,
like it.
Yeah,
we're
I
bringing
mean.
10 minutes of the greatest rap. And I've listened to what he posted. if I'm not in his top 5, I failed the fucking
Greatest podcast in Rhode Island with the greatest rapper
If I'm
around.
not in
That's
his top 5, I failed the podcast. If you not in the top 5, you failed
putting
yourself.
pressure on
Top
it.
5 of everything you
Promise
heard,
you.
Reem?
Of
Top
everything he heard.
Smoking everything in the Ocean State.
Yo.
The week we show
Come on,
up,
too.
DJ Franchise. DJ Franchise. I have Ceez. I have Reem. If we don't smoke the whole Ocean
See,
State,
he already said he's in the
we
top
fucked
5.
up.
You trying to be number 1.
You
He
remember
already-
when like G Unit was on the radio and you gotta let your homie talk that talk, but I'm excluded from all that talk. I'm still 50. I'm 50 in
That's
this.
game. We ain't talking about nobody in the game.
We might have a conversation beforehand, but at the same time, I'm telling you, if it ain't your top 5, don't even show up. Feel me? On top of that, I also want to represent Rangarok on Netflix.
Rangarok.
Shit is crazy because
Ragnarok.
Bubs don't like reading fucking subtitles.
I'm gonna watch it. You can do that?
Ragnarok
not watching
is the Netflix movie. This is crazy. They turned Thor into like 2021
Is that what that
century
is?
type.
No, I'm not watching. Definitely not watching, even if it
they
wasn't.
wilded out. But every day I wake up and hope I got Goku powers. I listen to beats and remember I have Goku powers.
All right.
This boy
I like
right
it.
here.
Gogo Rock.
Let's go.
I got the Vegeta powers. You feel me?
we gonna fight for forever.
Yeah, I'm Majin Vegeta too with the M.
Oh, with the M.
Oh, I like it.
That's a problem. You went Majin Buu. It's not a lot of people that know that.
Yeah,
He was a
yeah.
problem
We
when he was
do.
that.
There's not a lot of people that know that.
Hey, we do.
What you got, Ceez?
Honorable mention. Damn.
It could be yourself. It could be yourself.
Nah, I don't want to mention myself. Whatever.
You know he doesn't want to.
Shit.
Mention niggas that make the beats
Free
that you gonna
Palestine.
drop on.
Free Palestine.
Okay.
Right.
I like that.
100%.
Like that.
And yo, there's a dude that
controversial.
I was watching some YouTube videos and there's like an ad that came up from an artist named Mustafa. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but
I think I heard him
yo,
on
bro,
Talib Kweli's podcast once.
he got a project that just dropped that's called When Smoke Rises. I think it's dedicated to his homie that passed away. I think his name was Smoke Dog or something like that. But the project's called When Smoke Rises, right? So when the video came on, like it looks like it's about to be some like trap, like rapping shit, but he comes on and he sings like some real poetic, like still, I don't know, like it's just fire. So shout out Mustafa and that project When Smoke Rises, and if y'all got a chance to listen to it, listen
Have
to it.
to.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
When
dope.
smoke
Yo,
rises.
love having you on here, bro. And,
Being on here, man. That's dope.
I think we need to have you back, man. We need to have you back. We need to have you back.
This was
You
absolutely
already
great.
know how much you owe us.
Yeah, a lot of tracks.
As long as you know, bro. At the end of the day, the worst case scenario is that we're gonna leave DJ Franchise. And we're gonna come back here and talk about it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna figure out
Yeah.
who did what they did.
Oh shit! Oh, that's the next podcast.
You feel me?
All right.
Hey, I shoot for the stars. I land the moon. I'm comfortable.
I'm trying to
as
figure it
fuck.
out before. I'm gonna figure it out before we get there.
You have
know
no
what I'm saying?
idea how nice I am.
I'm gonna know the outcome.
Even as Bubs.
Oh, I love it. I love
He
it.
has no
Episode
idea.
145.
Wait.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No idea.
I wanted to mention this when you guys were talking about. Well, Reem brought it up. Talking about everything that Providence has, and somebody mentioned about beautiful ladies.
Yes, sir.
Did you seen it because you're in our group chat? Providence, Rhode Island made top 5 horniest cities. What you think about that?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm gonna gracefully bow out.
I wanted to say it because
I don't want to hot boy
We got
summer.
beautiful
I don't want
women.
to hot
So
boy
we're
summer.
top 5 horniest cities.
Hey, man, let's take it.
You gotta take verdians, bro.
Like, follow, comment, share.
Fuck with us.
Fuck with us, man. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, bro.